do that first next time. When? That was so first. Alright, cool. Okay, now we're good. We should be good on YouTube. And hopefully good on X. I got my loadouts. This is my loadout, right? There we go. Should be live on YouTube. Live. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now we're good. Okay, we're good on all platforms. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, we're good on all platforms. Awesome. So I'm gonna share the link. I'm number 2? Oh well. It happens. I'm used to it at this point. This means more competition for everybody. Everyone. Hey everyone. Sorry for being late. How's the grind going? Oh. Yeah, you should probably turn that show. Try that again. Everyone. Being late. How's the grind going? Loop off. There we go. That's why I wasn't going through, because I had my VPN on. Lurking, loop buff, Planet Surge Reeves, going on, man. Good to see you guys are grinding as always. Yep. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I already saw everyone's lurking in Nightshade and OHEX, which is, it's all good, I'm fine with that, It's good to have a diverse group of Lost Relic content creators, because the more of us there are, the bigger their game will spread and the bigger the game will be, better. So I have no problem with that. Not at all. Woo. What? Loop buff. Porsche. Going on, Porsche. Oh, Hex. Don't worry. Grind's going well. Great to hear. Great to hear, man. Hey, Hero. Hey. Hey, GFF. Yes, we took. Yes, well, we took all the loot since you led to the party. Sorry. I'm just. If I could put memes on here, that would be cool. I'm putting that meme of that squirrel. I'm like, no. There's this funny squirrel that I've seen as a meme where it's just like reaching out. It's like, no. Just been doing the 7 runs. Of course, I'm gonna join you. Yep, I'm gonna join you, man, cause guess what? Hero got breached to level 11 this past week. And you know what? We are definitely gonna try to increase. We're gonna definitely up those numbers this week, because I gotta try to get to hopefully level 12. Oh, that's a bit ambitious, but we'll see. Ooh, I didn't do my dailies. That's how busy I was this morning, man. It is crazy. I said morning, it's like, oh, my time is off. Okay, my phone, it's 2:54. Okay, that clock is wrong on my computer. What's going on, old Hex?
Yo, see you're joining the party.
Hey, late but still great.
Better late than never, right?
Yeah, better than late than never, man. Tell me, how's it been this week, man? How you been, man? How's grind?
Oh man, you missed out on all the transcendence. I'm just.
I heard Metar took them all. I heard, man. He said, "Nope, none for you, Hiro. It's all gone."
Yeah, no more loot for you.
You know what? Let me just triple check some.
Not kidding.
Okay, we still got 5 astrals. Good.
There's still plenty of transcendence for
Of course, of course. It's all in good. It's all in good sportsmanship, of course. Had to reset my bloody phone. Twitch bugged out. Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all good. What's going on, Virgo? It's good, man. Hope to see you at Comic-Con this year, as always. Always going to Comic-Con. Comic-Con's always fun to go in. That's probably, well, I didn't get this shirt at Comic-Con. Obviously, this was custom made. I had someone, well, my brother actually ordered that for me, but it's all good. Oh, man, it just feels good to just grind a little bit, man. I know everyone's like, guys, when is the next update? You know, when is the next update gonna come out? I know. I'm with you guys in that boat. In my last video, I definitely kind of did like a mini call out. Just like a mini call out to Cliff a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. You know, you can't rush the coding.
So we gotta be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we want it already.
Oh, Hex is everywhere. He's in in-game chat. He's in my Twitch chat. He's in the Discord chat. There's multiple O Hex.
Jumped into your stream.
Appreciate it, man. Every little bit counts, man.
I was doing your highlands.
Yeah, I forgot to do this, like, cause I usually like stay up mad late till the reset happens, and then I just do it right there. So in the morning when I just wake up, I'm like, oh, I just do his Descendant Nightmares. But I was like, oh, I forgot, cause yeah, I mean, I was just busy with doing like real life stuff. But yeah, that's one reason I was late. But other than that, it's like, it is what it is, you know. We're here to grind, you know. We're here to grind and get everything going.
Life comes first, you know, like Spiz always says.
Oh yeah. Never forget that phrase. Life comes first. How did you like Echoes of Time this week, Ohex?
Oh, I didn't do it.
I recommend you don't, because it's just too much fire, bro. Like, I thought it was gonna be crazy before with the whole Pyro Stalkers, which I was used to before, but not with those Demonlings as well. Oh my gosh. It was fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, I'm more focused on leveling up my breach right now.
Where are you on Breach right now?
So I'm at 13, halfway to 14.
Nice.
And I went a little degen this week and bought a bunch of Nightmare Vaults from the Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I didn't get lucky with any of them.
Yeah,
Just a
it's
bunch of fragments.
number frags, man. Telling you, that's what I right now. It's like I just saved one for myself, but everyone else is kind of like, I've been like selling them, to be honest. That's why I'm able to accumulate a little bit more Lunari this week. I'm trying to keep some loot for myself, some gold for myself, you know. So Chef, what's going on, man? You having a good grind today as well? Oh, he did. Oh, nice. Right behind me. Cool. I like when the chest spawns near you and not like 20 feet away from you. I hate it when that crap happens, dude. Dude, don't you hate it when that happens in Valdir's Highlands, dude?
Yeah, you gotta like look around for it.
What happened?
So, I like when it's like right next to the portal.
Yep.
To the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
I have to like go on the edges of the map looking for it.
Just got off work, so tired. Gonna nap then grind. How are you? I'm doing great, man. Just started my run for the day. Definitely gonna have some fun today, grinding some more breach like everybody else, because that's all there really is to do, to be honest, in my current situation that I want to focus on anyway. I could always do character XP, but it's like, nah, I ain't prestiging anytime soon.
Just get your notification. I already have your stream open, so.
Yeah, it is. It happens like that, you know?
Man,
It be happening like that.
I have a Nick Nightshade stream up to my big screen.
Oh, nice.
Behind me. I have you up in my like my second monitor, and then Lost Relics on my main monitor.
So you got like 3
So
monitors, man?
Oh, my TV is up on the wall, and then I have a desk with two monitors.
Nice. Love that setup, man. I mean, I've seen some people, they do 3 monitors. I'm impressed. It's like, dang, I want to do that, but then I'm like, what am I going to do with the 3rd monitor?
We got the Nightmare Vault. Just I don't know if I should open it now or just wait a little bit until I get more of them.
To you, man. You do what you
But yeah, I
gotta do.
opened like, I don't know, 10 or 15 the other day. And
That's
got
all
nothing
fragments?
out of them. Yeah.
Huh.
Most of them were green. 1 epic and 1 legendary, I think, out of all that. But I'm glad there's no more of the spellbinding drops.
Oh, nice. We just got a Guardian's Key. Let's go.
Ooh.
We take that. First day of the stream, first loot of the day, guys. That's amazing. Especially when we're doing nothing but this a nightmare run. You know what? Gotta get some more Guardian chests for today.
So you say you've been selling your nightmare bolts. You haven't been opening them?
I keep 1 to open for the weekly loot, but this week I did open quite a bit because some of them weren't selling. So I said, F it. If no one wants to buy it, I'll just open 4 of them. That's why I opened 4 this week.
Did you notice though that you removed like the spellbinding out of those vaults? You can't get that no more.
Yeah. The spellbinding powders is all gone. That's fine. I'm fine with that, to be honest.
It's a lot better this way.
Yeah, the loop, the drop table is much better now than it was before, versus how it was before, you know. And yeah, there's just certain things I just want to just like get out of the way, so I'm not worried about it in the future, you know.
And then also for like the siege, you don't get those millennium cores out of a chest at the end.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I've done Siege.
Yeah, I think they changed the loot table of those as well.
Well, I'm gonna be in Inverdent, so I'll be kind of observing that later. I just gotta remember to check the drop table is there, or just check like the chest for that. Because you know me, I always like to do 2 runs of Highlands and then 1 run of Mono Cup, and then I'm gonna do my Descending Nightmares because gotta maximize the potion usage, you know.
Were you able to get like the, I think it was 200 sigils to exchange for the shard?
I haven't even checked.
Oh, okay.
I'm
assuming. You know that
assuming.
NPC you could turn in your sigils for the shards?
Which shards? Oh yeah, the Prime Force charge and the Epic charge, right?
Yeah.
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 I thought you were like talking about like Transcendent, like yo, Transcendent, let's go. Let me get a mother going.
There's only the epic and the legendary.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, wait
that's
for Valor.
That's for only Valor Expedition. I know. I probably would turn it in for, I think you can get arcane fragments, I think, right? Like the Horde?
Yeah,
I think it's called
I
the
think so.
Horde
Yeah,
box, I think it's called.
yeah, for the chests, you can
Yeah.
exchange for frags.
I'll probably just do that if anything. Because you
Okay.
know them contracts, if you run out of, what is it, those Valor tokens, I just use my arcane fragments I've been gathering.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Then we used.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, and then we used also the Valor caches we get for the weekly challenges, and then use that towards the contracts, right? Make it
Yeah,
cheaper.
some people do that, and some people
Or
sell
you
it.
use just sell it for gold.
You know it. You know it, man. Yeah, I get nothing but all the time, man.
What was I gonna say? Here we go. Like, did you just forget what you were about to say?
I did forget what I was about to say, to be honest. I forgot, but it's all good. They'll come back to me. Yeah, I mean, we're still waiting for this update to come out, and hopefully we'll get, maybe we'll, I know I'm a bit late, so I'll be lucky if I get a surprise, you know, visit from Mr. Hurdy like we did last time. But if not, it's okay. He might be lurking in Nightshade, Nick Nightshade stream, which is all good too, you know, and that's fine. But again, I would be shocked if, you know, I would not be surprised if he does come out of nowhere and says, "Hey, Hito, we're gonna do, you want an encore from last week?" I'm like, yeah, I want an encore from last week. That'd be great. Or better yet, maybe, you know, that system announcement, that would be pretty better instead, you know, with the Medium article.
Yeah. Why leaks? Wow. I could just get the Medium article.
Yeah. I'd rather see that, to be honest. But hey, one can dream, right? Oh, you could have this bomb, by the way. Another demon. Here you go. And quad shot. Oof, 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Love that combo. Alright, there we go. Done. Now, we dep. We dine tonight on the blood of our enemies. You gotta get cliffed every time, dude. And when I say successfully fish for resources, I'm short by 1. Dang it, Cliff. Alright, I have how many scrolls? I have 7. I could afford to waste 1. Can't do that due to the market impact, and would be nice though. Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. He can't just surprise us with the whole update and then, you know, it would definitely pump the markets up, you know, right away. We'll see. Let's go this way here. Ohex, do you? Ooh, we got a second treasure trove. No, I was gonna say Ohex. When it comes to resetting your skills, like the gathering skills, the insta gather, like how much is it? Like, what do you have to pay again for the amount to reset it again? You know?
Resetting the gathering skill? Like the
The
like you have
talents,
the
the
instant
talents.
gathering?
The talents, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's Lunary.
How much is it? Like 100?
Yeah, it's like 100.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to triple check. I know some people have specific builds for certain things. I haven't changed mine because I just love insta gather too much to change it, and plus I'm lazy.
Yeah, but every 30 days, if you just wait, that's free. So you could just, you know, not have to pay. Just be patient with it. You could always pay to or change it up.
I know.
I don't know if
Sorry.
I don't know if it keeps going up if you keep swapping it, like after the 100 Lunary, will it go to 200 if you want to change it again, or will it stay the same? I don't know about that.
I don't got that kind of money to find out. I'm not that generous now.
But it'll probably just stay at 100, if I had to guess.
Yeah, just kill with range and then buy something for the Emporium. I don't care for that. If I lose that stuff, I lose that stuff. Whatever. It's just grass. Alright, let's see. I've done one, so I have to do... Let's see. Only done one. Yeah, I got a long way. I'll be lucky if I get to level 12 today. I'll be lucky, but let's see.
Oh, were you thinking of swapping out your talent skills?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that, you know, but like during this time, like during the downtime right now, because you know that I could always switch to like faster run times, faster with the morph, reset the portals and everything like that, you know. You know, have other builds instead, you know. But the only reason why I haven't changed is because, well, the expedition is like coming near, like soon, so, you know. And, you know, you always have to kill 25,000 monsters, so, you know, that accumulates a lot of enchanted isle scrolls, so it's like I kind of want to keep it this way for now until maybe after the next expedition, then I'll change it.
What I'm currently doing is like I have the Instamorph on right now, and like a little bit here and the gathering speed. But I'm not really going into Enchanted Isles. Mainly, I'm just farming the scrolls, and then I'm selling them for gold to buy Lunary. But eventually, I want to stack up a whole bunch of them, and then change my my talents to instant gathering. Do that, and then once I ran out, then swap it back to faster speed. I like instant morph so I could farm more.
Definitely. Let's see. Matt says, I had a bug earlier. Enchanted stones dropped from the Guardian that disappeared, but I still got them from end chest. What? That's crazy. Yo, Dr. Greenzer, what's going on, brother? I'm wondering if this is intentional. Perhaps a change coming stones dropping from Guardians. Could be. Not saying that it will. I mean, that wasn't really mentioned in Hurdy's little announcement. So that probably is a bug, I'd say. That's what I think anyway, but could be wrong. Let's see. Here we go. Make it right and go here. I'm one. Oh, you said that, yeah. Intentional. It would be introduced them in Descending Nightmares, into Descending Nightmares. Oh, well, maybe.
It kind of does suck in Descending Nightmares. You're not able to farm the stones for the Enchanted Isles.
That is true.
So I would like stones to drop from Guardians. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think sometimes Guardians they shouldn't just drop one thing. Maybe they should drop like multiple things, you know. Make it feel more rewarding. So like you could have like an enchanted isle stone fall out of them, malignant core, and maybe a guardian's chest as well, you know. You know, and maybe that could, obviously there should be a cap, you know. Like if you're finding a low level guardian, you should only get like one or two things. higher tiers, it should go up by a little bit more. Also depends on RNG as well, you know, just because, you know, make it feel rewarding. Like, kind of like how when we kill a Conqueron, well, no, not Conqueron. No, it was Conqueron during the Christmas event where he dropped, like, what was it, like 11 presents?
Oh.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. That felt rewarding.
That was fun, yeah.
Told you, he was a present pinata, man. But you know what this means, right, OX?
What does it mean?
You know, for the next expedition enemy or the Colossi we're fighting, they're not gonna talk.
Oh. Well, I don't mind.
I'm pretty sure we all don't mind that, because I was like, it's one thing for them to say something, but like, good lord, that was such a long dialogue from that guy. But other than that, I think we're good. I think we're gonna be fighting a Yeti, or like you guys said, Ogandor, I think it's called, or some other ice creature. Could be Frostalim's brother or something. Yeah, that Guardian. He gave me a malignant core.
A big bunny for Easter, and then he just drops little eggs.
Yup. Dropping them crazy leaks, man. We're hoping that happens. If not today, it's all good. That's why we could just only speculate what we can muster the future. Actually, since we're here, right, I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you guys think of that Shatter Axe, the Shatter Cleaver Axe? Like, it's the very first Transcendent Axe, right? Oh, well, very first one-handed, excuse me, one-handed, I meant to say. And what do you think about that? What are your thoughts, guys?
That's going to be the first collectible, craftable, probably, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Weapon type. Because we've had collectibles we could craft, like the Abyssal Dominator.
Or the Necrofancy.
Yeah, but this is going to be our first, like, weapon, craftable. That's
yeah.
Gonna be cool.
No, you're right. It's our very first time we're gonna get that. It's gonna be crazy. Like, how many people are gonna be grinding those certain maps, whatever we have to do to get that is gonna be crazy.
You should do more of that stuff, like having us collect parts, and then, cause like, remember how we made the gargoyle pet? We had like collect little different parts and turn them in.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You should do more of that stuff.
Yeah, you really should, but you know, it's all about balance and the RNG for him, you know, because not everyone's gonna get it, you know, unfortunately. That's the nature of this whole scarcity of this game, you know, which makes it, you know, that's why, you know, it's a good thing, because then, you know, weapons have more value then, you know. Yeah.
15 of the one-handed axe, right?
I think it was 20, I think.
Oh, okay. I have to. Well, yeah. But yeah, I think that's cool. Like, who knows how we're gonna be able to obtain the blueprint? But if I had to guess, it'd probably be through a chest you would have to gamble and open to get.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it would be that same way, because you have to like gamba on those chests. Probably from the end chest you get with the Colossi, most likely.
That was 15. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is 20. So only 20 people will be able to have that.
Mm-hmm. Only 20.
And then he did say was it in the announcement where they talked about turning in like blockchain items like weapons?
Which one specifically? Like which announcement?
Uh, the new recycle mechanic for both virtual items and collectibles. So that might be like for recycling weapons as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I forgot they said something like that. Yeah, that was in the announcement, right?
Yeah, game announcement.
Alright, I'll definitely take a look at that after I'm done with this run over here. I gotta do this run real quick. Well, I still have my potion, my PEDs.
So it kind of brings me back to the idea of like the old bounty system where we had to turn in collectible items, and then we got like some type of currency or some type of item, and then we were able to exchange for like a roaring sand dragon as like the ultimate, big item.
Maybe he'll bring back bounty bucks like he did with foraging. Because
But
apparently not.
instead of the bounty bugs, it's gonna be some kind of resource item, I'm guessing, to exchange.
Maybe. Because again, it turns out that not everything is necessarily gone all the time anyway. Some things could stay gone. You know, one thing I never want to see again is relic essence. I don't think anyone wants to see some relic essence. No way, buddy. I'm good. That could stay banished to the Shadow Realm.
Shattered cores.
Shadow.
Maybe that's what we get. Shattered cores for turning in weapons.
Well, no, we get Shadow Cores by doing the weekly goals, remember?
Yeah, but I think there might be other methods of earning them.
Let's hope. Because, yeah, it would be nice to have other methods than just, you know, the typical, just doing Mount Cap. I mean, I think what...
All speculation.
What?
I'm just speculating.
I think no, but I do think that they should consider doing this to save tech space. Like, you know where it's that image where it says Shattered Core, right? When you complete do Mount Okep, do Iron Dawn and all those. You see that image, right?
Yeah.
Why don't he just say complete a transcendent map or transcendent adventure?
Yeah. I don't know.
It will be easier like on them to constantly do that instead of having to constantly type every single text of for all the transcendent adventure, because you know this game is not gonna stop with just Inverden and Talmouth. Pretty sure, you know, if they play their cards right, the game will have multiple areas that we can go to and whatever have you, you know, so I think it'll be easier for them to future-proof that situation, just say transcendent map. That's my suggestion.
I don't know why they did it like that. There might be a reason why. We just haven't like thought about it, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe so. All I know is that it would just save them text and space, you know, and plus this probably take like less time to program out of convenience for them, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
Maybe if they put it like how you're saying complete any transcendent map, people might be confused and try to do like a descending nightmare run, and maybe they think that would count towards it, and like it'll be a little bit confusing. Maybe that's the only reason why I would think they do it like that.
Well, not if I say transcendent adventure.
Oh, okay.
So if it says explicitly adventure, then you know you have to do an adventure. You don't have to do game mode, descending nightmare, or whatever have you. You know, I hope, because because I'm not gonna lie, not to insult anyone's intelligence, but like most people in this day and age don't read. Even I'm guilty of that. We don't be reading sometimes, man. We be seeing something, we're like, what? I don't have time to read this. They're like, that's a lot of words. Too bad I'm not reading them. It's kind of situation, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's crazy. It be like that sometimes though. Like remember last week you said about the 1 and 100 and the 2 and then the 1 and 200? For like the drop tables for the adventures for if you check the image.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. The leak image that they posted.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why they did it like 1 in 100. Why not just like a percentage chance?
No, I think
Kind of makes it.
no, I think they're gonna change that back to percentage because, like
Okay.
you said, somebody got confused with, oh, if I do 100 runs, then I'm guaranteed a fragment. It's just like, no, dude, you can still get 0, or you can get like 10 within those 100 runs. You know?
Yeah.
He did. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, there we go. Let's get out of here. Let me see what you said. It was in game announcements, right?
And virtual items.
Yeah, over here. Yeah, you're right. Right over here. You said new mechanics, new recycle mechanics for both virtual items and collectibles. This will reshape the markets. Obviously, that I know they're not going to announce that because, like I said, that will tank. That would change the markets right away. XP balance adjustments. I mean, I hope we get more XP and not less XP because that would kind of suck.
Well, like for the exchange, turning in virtual and collectible items. What do you like? How do you think that's gonna work, and what's gonna motivate people to turn in their items? Or like, there has to be some kind of benefit out of doing that, right? You're not just gonna do it for free and just turn in your collectible items and get nothing, right? So, like, what do you think?
I mean, to speculate, because it says new recycle mechanics, so it's like to think about it, right? We would have to like look at the encyclopedia here, go to virtual, let's say resources. I'm gonna assume resources. Like, I don't know what I would turn in. Like, this is no Frostfall shards. It wouldn't make you turn that in. I'm trying to think, like, what would you turn in? I'm assuming it's a resource because I don't know what other virtual item that you would turn in. Actually, let me take off resources. Let's see. What are all the virtual items that I would turn in? I'm assuming it's a resource. I don't think it's gonna be like anything else. Like, for example, like who wants to turn in like, well, Horn of Glaceon? Only one person got a Horn of Glaceon? What the heck? I didn't even know that.
Born of Glacian.
I didn't even know that. I was gonna say, like, what would I turn in? I don't know. Like, I mean, potion pack? Not really. As I'm assuming it's a resource. It has to be a resource. It wouldn't be anything else, in my opinion. And then, like you said, what would you turn in for a blockchain? Like, I could see maybe a blockchain resource. The only one that looks appealing will probably be most likely arcane fragments. I'm pretty sure it's an arcane fragment you have to turn in. Maybe triads too. Maybe you could turn into as a resource. Maybe.
Like weapons, you don't think like to recycle the weapons that people have that they don't use, because basically people are just using their best gear now since there's no like tier restriction, you know.
Mm.
So maybe it was like planned to have some of the older players turn in some of the items they don't use anymore. Maybe like epic gear, rare gear, you know, that they're just sitting there.
That could be an option. I think that would. I mean, at first I wasn't thinking about weapons, but then again, that could be an option too, because weapons could be helpful, like you said, if people want to turn in weapons. But I think it should be a cap, like maybe legendary. Maybe you could turn in, only because like mythical and transcendent are like really like rare to find. Period. So I don't know if you want to turn those in.
Okay, like artifacts as well. Do you think we'll be able to turn them in back into the pool? I think every type of collectible will be able to turn in a resource, weapon, and artifact. This is gonna be a whole bunch you'll be able to turn in.
Oh, no, you're right. He doesn't specify. Grinds virtual consumables into gifts at a lower ratio. That could be an idea, Matt. That could be an idea. No, I think you're right, OX. I think everything's on the table because it says both virtual items and collectibles. If this will reshape the markets, then yes, then everything's on the table then. Okay, well, hey, look. I'll turn in my Archer's Ring of Revenge if I get a Supreme version. I'm telling you, man. 50,000 HP I want. Or 100,000. So I could just walk the entire map and everything dies. That's how much health I would have.
Just straight God mode.
Yeah, just straight God mode. Not because it's not because I don't want to actually play the game. I do. It's just so convenient not having to worry about that while you're actually, killing everything, I know it's like playing the game on easy mode, but it's like I don't really think of it that way. I just think of it as convenient for me, But like that must be very difficult to program, like to. But the question is, what would you turn it in for? That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
Because, like, for example,
worthwhile.
For example, let's say the 5 lucky people who got the Supreme Abyssal Dominator. What would you turn that in for?
I mean, I would guess no one would want to turn them in for anything.
That's what I'm saying. Or like even the Emblem of the Ancients. I am not cashing that in unless it's for cash.
Like you said, it has to be probably like legendary and under. Because what would be the point of turning in mythical or transcendent? Like, what would be better than that? There's nothing.
Yeah, I think that seems about right. But again, we're just speculating because the fact that it actually says, like you said, it actually says virtual items and collectibles. They didn't say how far high they go, so everything's on the table, I'd say. That's my opinion on that. Everything's on the table. Okay, it says rework of enemy applied DOTs. So I hope they rework Pyro Stalker's attack because that needs to be fixed. They need to shrink that fire pool. I'm sorry. I know he wanted to be a big fire pool, but I'm sorry, dude. It got to be smaller, way smaller, dude. Because like the fact that it's like constantly lagging people's computers is like, that's not cool, dude, you know? What do you think of that, of a rework of enemy enemy damage applied?
My big speculation is he's gonna take off fire damage entirely because he's gonna probably remove the fireproof potion. That way we don't have that issue of, you know, where it's like super laggy because a bunch of mobs are burning. I don't know if he'll remove the ice as well. Maybe he'll keep it, you know, the chill, you know, where it slows you down. I think that's fine because it doesn't have any issues, right? With like crashing the game.
Yeah.
So that goes with the removal of the potions, and it goes with rebalancing the damage over time.
Right. Exactly. So that's where I'm like, that's where I am with that, yeah, because that needs to be reworked because of how much lag that fire does. So much, that needs to be fixed entirely.
So that might mean some bombs would go away, like the Inferno bomb.
Or it could be reworked, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that needs to be fixed, the lagging.
Yeah, Power Stalker needs to go, man. Not needs to go, but needs to be rebalanced entirely. There's that. I'm trying to think, is there any other AoE damage over time that's like inconvenient? Because I know poison's okay. Chill, shock.
It's gonna be fire that's gonna be adjusted. I think everything else is fine.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just the fire then. All right.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll see.
Right, let's move on to the next one. I think they're probably gonna listen to you, Ohex, because remember, you said that in the in-game shop there's nothing really to buy in there.
Well, it's the same items, and people don't really care for them anymore. If there was something new and exciting, yeah, I guess people would spend more on the shop, right?
Of course.
What I think.
So that's where we could try to speculate for the next thing here, where it says exciting new uses for royal sapphires. Not really lunari. I think that's still gonna be the same, but the sapphires, like, wonder what that could be. Exciting new. Again, we don't know what the new is, but we'll have another way to spend our rewards for this royal sapphires.
Yeah, I don't know that shop, the sapphire shop, because they already have. Well, do they have a short bow? No, right? The longbow is yeah, there's a longbow. There's a two-handed axe and a two-handed sword. So maybe they introduced like one-handed for melee, like both sword and axe, and then a short bow as well. So there'll be new stuff.
Maybe. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Staff? New staff maybe? I don't know. As well.
Transcendent blueprint chance in new $60 shop container. Imagine. Oh my gosh. Matt. I mean, I'm not saying that he's wrong, because the fact that we had that RNG with the Transcendent Triad, man. Hopefully they don't do that again, but I mean, I don't know. If people aren't buying membership, you know, we might have to do that again. Money might be tight. For the Valor chest.
I would rather see a triad in those chests than like a back cosmetic, you know.
Yeah.
It's not so exciting. I don't think people would wanna go for that. Because really, the triad is gonna you're gonna get some utility out of it once you turn them in, and back gear is just gonna look cool, which no utility.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think people would want a utility over not having utility.
Of course, definitely, I agree with you on that. If they do that crap, I'll be moonwalking my way to the exit. Yeah. I think a lot of people like this next update, like the fact that they're taking, I think a month now, right? Since the last expedition on Mohex.
I think it's been like 3 weeks already, right? Or 4?
3 or 4, I
it's close
think.
to a month.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, you guys are taking your time on this one, man. Like, I know, you know, people are gonna come back, but it's like, man, it's gonna be a minute before that happens.
But yeah, it's not just the Valor expedition, so yeah, it is gonna take a bit longer.
Yeah, because the other mechanics that need to be added in. Because, I mean, I hope after this they will be done with the... Because remember, they said that this is like... They're still wrapping up the third part of the skill shakeup. So, you know, this will be it, hopefully, for the skill shakeup. And then they can start doing... co-op after this. Start focusing on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully
nothing else comes up.
Yeah, because I have a strong feeling that, like, they haven't even touched co-op yet at all. Like, that's not even on the table yet.
How would you feel about the those Valor chests having only cosmetic stuff in them?
I mean, I wouldn't want them to just only have just cosmetics, you know? I mean, I don't mind cosmetics as a thing to purchase like we did before, but they have to do a really good job on it, you know? In terms of skin-wise, you know? But, like you said, I'd rather have something that's like a utility rather than just something that just, you know, just sit there. Like, I mean, I was happy I got my house to look like a castle by pure luck. So... that was nice. Oh, what if they do that again? They may have to do that again, actually. You know why, Mohex? They may have to do that, the skin for the drop of the house because of Inverden.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a maybe? Or maybe we'll just sell that house to we'll sell that cosmetic to someone else. Yeah, I would hope it's coming this week, given the leaks we had. I hope so, Matt. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be... that's why we need each other in the community, just to kind of like... when you feel like, I'm done with this game, you know? I'm done. I'm leaving the game, whatever, right? That's why we need each other to, like, motivate each other to say, okay, look, it's gonna be a while. But then think about, like... how much you would have grinded now, and that, like, because it's better to grind now than not grinding at all. Because I've seen so many people in the Discord where I see they complain like, oh, I could have been this far ahead if I had only known this and that, you know? It's like, well, why did you stop playing then? Oh, there was nothing to do. It's like, okay, well then start giving yourself something to do, you know? That's like the only advice I can give people, because I know for a fact I get that way too. Don't get me wrong. I ain't perfect. There's some days I feel like I'm just like, oh man, like what else can I do in LR right now? It's like Breach is all I can do right now in terms of leveling up my skills, you know? There's also, you know, well, I'm technically with Breach, I'm actually doing two things at once, actually. I'm doing my Breach, and I'm also doing my armor as well, you know? Because Breach requires the Guardian armor to... The armor's for the, Guardian chest. The guards that, you know what I mean. The armor.
Yeah.
Kind of like... I had a Klingon words there because I saw was it Nether Demon and Drondor trying to smack me at the same time. I was like, oh shoot, what am I saying? Alright, back up. I got you. But yeah, I mean, always gotta try to motivate yourself to like just do something, even if it's like just production. It's something. It's something. Because I mean, like, what if? Sorry, go ahead.
If you think about it, when the Valor does come out, you're gonna need a whole bunch of fragments, so might as well farm up the fragments now when there's no Valor. That way you're set up. So
not only that, I won't probably not touch Breach that much once the expedition comes out, because I'll be doing Titanfall, the skill.
Yeah.
I'll be spamming that because I want that to be as high as possible, man.
But like if you're farming Descending Nightmares, you get more of the orbs.
That is true. You do get more orbs, but it takes longer depending on which level you're doing.
You could be knocking out two birds with one stone.
Yeah, because I just spam adventures, honestly.
Yeah, well, do you normally stop like level 3 right now when you're doing Descendant Nightmare?
Yeah, I do.
Or are you? Okay. So it's pretty much like one adventure of like regular Transcendent.
Pretty much.
Right? Or a little bit more. It takes a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, but I look at it as, you know, it's best if we farm this now, because remember, they also said they're changing the whole floors with Descending Nightmares, so technically we have to go further down just to get our vaults now, you know?
Yes, it's technically going to be cheaper, but it's going to take more time. So, what would you rather want? Less time to get more volts, or a cheaper but you're taking longer because you got to go deeper?
I prefer what we have right now. I'm trying to farm the vaults now before it gets deeper, because then it's gonna take more time, and that's, something that I don't have much of, all the time, because work and all those other things. Summertime I won't care then, But yeah, I'm always trying to optimize everything I can do so I can just save as much time as possible.
Yeah, I would prefer like how it is now, because you're able to get more vaults and you don't have to go deeper. But deeper you go, the higher your chances are of getting big items. Technically,
yeah, but even so, it's like I don't think everyone's odds are gonna be like that much better by going that further deeper, because it's like it can go up, but like let's say it goes up like 0.5%. It's like, is that really that much better than like any other percentage? It's like it's slightly better, but not by much.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to just start up a brand new Descending Nightmare run and just go for more levels per time?
Possibly.
Well, because you're opening more chests per minute if you do it that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're just speedrunning like the first 3 levels rather than Yeah, going deeper and deeper, taking longer.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to farm this right now. And also, that's why I'm also doing Echoes of Time. Because remember, each run you do Echoes of Time, you're killing 4 Guardians.
Yeah, take advantage of that now, the Descending Nightmare system. Because then you're going to be like, oh, damn, I should have farmed Descending Nightmares when the new Valor comes out. See?
Yep.
You gotta use it while you can.
Exactly, that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm just exiting at level 3 because again, I have no need to like push to level 4. I have no motivation to do level 4. If I can just get by with just level 3, I'm fine with that, you know.
And I think most people would agree that it's a better system now. But, you know, not everyone could do 4, 5, 6 levels. Most people could only stop at 3. So for them, it's going to be actually worse.
Yep, that's what they're gonna have to deal with the next update. That's what they're gonna have to deal with the next update.
Because I know those people that have only mythical gear, and for them, doing level 4 is like so stressful. It takes a long time, and right now, the only requirement is to stop at level 3. So now it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna have to use up more keys if they're only stopping at 3. So it's gonna be more expensive for them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. What? So we already have an idea with new weekly goals. So we already know one of the new weekly goals is gonna be, the shatter core that we're gonna get. That's one. I wonder what else they're gonna change, because if that's being updated. Oh, and contracts. They also say updated contract goals. So contract goals. So then, what's a very annoying contract that we hated before?
One of the ones I hate doing was the Guardian Arena. I hated those contracts.
No,
Are you with me on that?
I was fine with Garden Arena, to be honest. I couldn't stand doing Terror Descent, like level 4.
Oh yeah.
That one I can't stand doing.
2 times. That was really annoying too.
That one I can't stand doing, man.
What else was annoying? I guess Echoes of Time was kind of like, I didn't really want to do it, but I guess I have to.
Yeah, no, that was also a chore as well, unfortunately.
Like,
That's
I didn't
what.
mind doing like the Siege. I think Siege, it was a little expensive, more expensive than the other contracts, but I think it was cool.
Yeah, I think Siege is fine, to be honest.
Same goes with the Sending.
Oven?
Also, like the Sending Nightmare, I didn't mind doing that contract.
Yeah, no, I think that should stay. The Descendant Nightmare should stay, but I think it might update to like, oh, complete this many floors to get this contract completed or something maybe now. I do like when you have to defeat a certain enemy, a certain guardian, as one of the requirements, because it's like, do you find yourself like kind of like going to specific modes just to get it done? Just to kill a certain enemy?
Yeah. If it's like you have to go kill a Grodd, I would just go do a Conqueron
Instead of doing the epic map.
Exactly. That saved you way more time than just going on a regular adventure.
Yeah, plus I could bring in the Transcendent gear and didn't have to bring in the lower tier to play. The one contract I loved getting was like production, because I
Oh,
would have so much resources and it would just be so fast to complete. No stress, nothing. Just boom, just craft.
I love those. No, those are really good. Those should stay, honestly. Those should stay. We're not trying to, we ain't trying to stressing out too much there. That would be very nice just to sit back and maybe put on a video, watch something as you're you're producing, because that's what I did. I used to like put a video on one monitor and just do production on another monitor.
What is your opinion on the gathering one for the contract? We had to gather a certain amount.
I love them. I mean, I don't have the production ability to do multiple or speed up the increase the speed of it.
Okay.
I don't do that, but I mean, I'd rather have the instant gather, because that's also part of a contract where you have to instantly, where you have to successfully gather resources.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of hated it because I would be like one short, and then I was like, oh damn, I have to go do another enchanted house just to finish one more gathering because I missed it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, okay, I hate it when that happened. That I did hate when that happened, but the thing is, when you do so many enchanted isle runs, you gain so much production that I never really worried about production. Like I have, like right now, like I have let me show you how much resources I have specifically. I have my, let me get out of virtual. Like, let me show you this. I have 3,300 large bones. So the one where we have to grind 200 production, I'm good.
That's why I thought like the production one was the easiest contract to do.
Yeah, those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. When you have that much resources and you play the game that much, you're just kind of like, that's done. What's the next one? I know. I think it's you and other players that were just like, well, I'm done with my contracts. I'm like, but it's just been the first day, and you're like, yeah, it's done already. There's nothing else to do now. I hope well, actually, no, they're not going to change that. That's part of the weekly goals. They're not going to change the 25,000 mob kills. I don't think they're going to change that because of the fact that I was able to do it with the 1.5 mil production every week, which honestly, oh hex, I don't know how I did that, to be honest. I was a madman.
So you don't think they're gonna add different like numbers to it? Like instead of 25, maybe there's gonna be like a 50,000 or maybe only a 20,000. You don't think they're gonna change up the number?
I don't think they're gonna add in the middle like a 20,000. I don't think they're gonna do that. No, they're not gonna listen. They're not gonna listen to Hiro. Nobody listens to Hiro. No, I'm kidding.
Or what about like even a lower one, like let's say a 2,000 or 5,000 for a green frag?
Maybe
like
that would be a good incentive for the newbies. That'd be good for them. I'm fine with that. I could knock that out in like a few runs, obviously. What if, how would you feel, oh hex? I think I have an idea. What if the new mechanic, right? Because like you said, what is the incentive to use the new mechanic of turning in stuff? What if that's part of your new weekly goal or contract? Let's say you have to turn in, I don't know, 1,000 fish or something, right?
Okay, yeah.
And that's how you complete one of these quests.
Yeah, that could be.
That might be an idea of how they're gonna, I guess, incentivize, I'll use that word, incentivize us to actually use the mechanic. Because that's honestly the only reason I would do the contract, if it tells me, hey, Hiro, you have to produce, you have to turn in, let's say, I don't know, 100 discrete melee potions or something. So I have to make them and then turn them in.
Yeah, I think you're on something.
That could be an idea. That's an idea anyway. Now the
I
question
think
is, would
it's
I
really
want that?
possible.
What do you think about that?
Um, well, it would definitely motivate people to complete them. And it would be something easy if you already have like a whole bunch of stuff you don't use. Because there's a lot of people that are just hoarding items that they're not using right now. So it's definitely not for everyone. Not like everyone would like it, but yeah, I mean, for those long-term players, the OGs, I think they would like them to turn them in for a contract.
Mm-hmm. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening.
But yeah, if you're a new player, what do you got to turn in? Pretty much nothing, right?
Right, but the thing is, no, but that's why like maybe this mechanic may not work for everybody. Because again, they always do something that they do something that helps some people and pisses off the other people. But again, no matter what they do, they're gonna make people happy and mad at the same time. So that's the kind of the reality I kind of see it. So the new players is gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry, they're gonna have to deal with the fact that like, hey, I don't have enough resources. Well, then I can't complete this.
But look, it's like a cycle. The old players turn in the items. Like, let's say I turn in like a bunch of criminal katanas. Now those criminal katanas are gonna go for the new players. Now they're gonna be able to use that to go in higher dungeons. Then they'll find a lost stampeder, and then they'll find because people are turning those in. So it's like cycles. They're upgrading, and then once they get to the end game, they're gonna turn in those items for the new players.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. That's the mechanic I was trying to understand. Like, I was telling myself, how come they haven't done this yet? They should have done this already. That's what I was thinking. But again, I guess I'm not a programmer, so I'm pretty sure it's probably very challenging to do that. And also, when you change something, it'll break something else.
yeah, they probably thought about it, but they didn't know probably how to implement it yet. So I think now they have a system that's working, and now it makes sense to do that.
Yeah, and plus it'll help for co-op as well because, like you said, like let's say, teams are like of players who've been playing the game for a long time and they're like, all right, I got a member who's like, I don't want to play the game no more, whatever. I'm gonna turn this in, and other players can just use it then and they can have fun with it instead, which is like, yeah. That seems likely. Anyway, that's just the theory anyway. That's not true. Let's see. Ooh, let's talk about this. An upgraded version of Prime Force shards. Now this is interesting because it's like, are we gonna get something higher than Transcendent tier? What do you think, Ohex?
Well, it's possibly that we have a third slot to upgrade, and possibly add more new effects. That's what I'm thinking. It's like the new system.
Yo, they better add Frenzy on that pool, man. I want Frenzy. Can you imagine my staff has Frenzy, bro? Everything will die.
Frenzy is pretty OP, right? Because it's like almost guaranteed crit, and then extra crit damage.
Exactly.
So
And I mean,
it's like not just one effect.
I mean, that would be sick. Because, I mean, it's an upgraded version. Wait, upgraded version? What if... Oh, I got this idea, Ohex. Okay, I'm pretty sure Frenzy's not gonna be in the pool, the drop table pool. Not yet at the moment. But what if, since it says upgraded version, right? what if they increase the percentage of the effects you get for it, since it's an upgraded version? So instead of, let's say, 10% of the skill you want, let's say they bump it up to, let's say, 15 or 20%. I mean, that's too high, obviously, but, you know, I'm just, you know.
2 slots.
Huh?
Just keep the 2 slots, then you're able to upgrade the current slots into more percentage.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. But how would that work? Would you just keep the same effect, just higher percentage, or would you be able to re-roll for a new?
You probably have to
effect?
re-roll it, most likely. Knowing them, you probably have to re-roll it. So, like, so let's say I already have poison for my astral, right? I'd have to re-roll again, but for a higher percentage of a poison. So let's say I want 20% poisoning. I have to re-roll for that, probably, because again, I'm pretty sure they're not going to just let me choose it, obviously, because that'd be too easy for them. And I realized I just ran out of frost potion, so I got to go back and make some more. But yeah, no, I think that would be pretty cool. A higher percentage.
Well, this is why we need housing in Inverdan, right? Because now you have to go back to town and craft them. Or you could just do it there if you had a house.
Not only that, I could have or I need the Emporium, because I could just go and buy the darn resource instead of having to go back home right now. But that's what I have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the new weapon upgrades, what if you could change how your weapon looks? I don't know how to. Maybe not.
Yeah, appearance for weapons, I don't care. Like me, I like how it looks. I don't want to change it.
Okay. Yeah.
And plus, that'll be a lot of work for them to do as well.
True. Yeah, it would have to be more percentage or having more slots to add more effects. Would be my prediction.
I'm fine with both. If we could do both, that'd be better. Sheesh.
Okay.
That'd be too broken. A third slot and increased percentage? Why not? That means... The thing is... I'm pretty sure these upgraded shards are going to be only available through the expedition. I don't think you're going to get them any other way. Which makes sense, because that's when most Prime 4 shards are, you know, it's through the expedition.
He hasn't added the uncommon shards. Right? Isn't that a thing?
Let's be honest. Who's gonna really care for uncommon shards? Ohex, let's be honest.
Oh, there is none. Never mind. It's the triad. Triad uncommon. So why haven't they added that one in the Valor?
I mean, they should just take that out, to be honest. Like, who's gonna turn in the triads for uncommon? Like, they must be pretty decent for the new players, but like, someone like ourselves are like, we're not really gonna be turning in what, like 5 or 100 of those triads just to get an uncommon resource or a weapon. It's like, I ain't playing with this.
Well, same goes for the rare. They haven't introduced rare Valor triads.
Yeah.
So possibly in the next one they do.
I don't know, that's kind of sus. Kind of sus to me.
Of course, like a player like you or me wouldn't want to get those triads.
Oh yeah.
What are they gonna do for us, really?
They're going to the market. That's they're going to me. I'm not using that.
They would just, that'll be just engine for us, right?
Yeah, basically. And the new player's gonna go and buy them. Let's see what else is on the list. Of course, like we talked about, housing Everden. That's gonna be crazy. Like, oh, that means then I gotta go buy another castle so I can put that skin on that house in Everden.
2 castles.
Nah, that's just me being stupid. Unless I can get it dirt cheap from somebody, I'm not doing that.
Aren't they like 10,000 engine or something like that?
Yeah, it's 10,000, and that's like the minimum I'd be seeing. 10,000 engine at this price. Well, actually, I haven't checked the price of engines. 21 cents. It went up. It went up. Wow. Well, it's not 21 cents. It's like, you know, what is
2
it?
cents.
Yeah, it's 2 cents. Yeah, so 0.21, yeah, 2 cents. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 0.1% before, like 1% of a cent.
It went up a whole penny, guys.
Yeah, it's not dead.
Oh.
Like, I know, I can't wait to leave that platform, hopefully. But yeah, nah, definitely have a skin for the house in Everden, maybe.
I would like to change the interior of
Yeah,
the castle.
that's gonna be a while. That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah, because the inside looks like a little shack.
Yep.
Or you got a big old castle on the outside.
Yeah, I got a huge ass cast on the outside, but on the inside I got the same shack like everybody else. Like, what kind of false advertisement is this? Pretty accurate.
That's Lost Relics logic.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. You know what I am excited for next update?
What?
So when we are clearing a dungeon and then we get to the end and we don't get the chest to spawn because we missed something, now they're gonna show up as a red dot.
You know what I'm saying? That should have been in here a long time ago. I'm happy for that.
Nice.
Don't gotta
quality
waste
of
my
life.
time. Spend like 5 minutes finding this one invisible dude. Wasting my precious potion time, man. Definitely not really. I agree. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, because that's all waste of time. That's an XP waste right there.
Yeah. Jeez. I know, man. I waste a lot of people's time like crazy, man. Of course, they're both here. Got how much is Grog? Okay, Grog's gonna die. Yeah, I can kill this guy. We're good.
What do you think they mean by new mechanic tied to fighting Colossi?
Say again?
So on the game announcement it says a new mechanic tied to fighting Colossus.
Oh, that. I just finished my dungeon. I'll gladly answer that question. A new mechanic. Let me see. I'm almost out of here. Let's see. Goodness. Ooh, nice. We got ourselves a void satchel. We'll take that to the bank for the weekly loot, man. Okay, let me drop my stuff and let me see what you mean by the Colossus. Okay, so yeah, he's talking about this one right here, everybody. A new mechanic tied to fighting Colossi. Ooh, so it's a new mechanic going forward entirely because, again, it says a new mechanic tied to fighting Colossi.
Yeah, so you can only use this mechanic in Colossus, not in the Great
Say again?
Dungeons. So yeah, it's only to the Colossus, so like you won't get this mechanic in regular dungeons. So like, what can they add for only Colossus.
A new mechanic. What could it be? Like, because like we know that most of the time when it comes to these mechanics, right? It's like for example, if we look back, right, at Moltres, Velora, and Conqueron, the only thing they had in common was the whole them getting enraged at the end and they do more damage. Panic like.
I'm thinking more like you know how we had Conqueror drop you that resource you could turn in, where you could gamble on an epic shard.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a new mechanic that got only for Colossus.
Right. Maybe. I was just thinking because it says the thing is I don't think it's a drop because it says a new mechanic tied to fighting. So it's not really a resource, it's more of like a new mechanic where you're fighting them. So like so we're gonna get something besides them putting out like a bubble shield like they usually do for invulnerability like Velora and Conqueron.
So it's gonna be something like to do with combat that's like only like, oh, they maybe they leech health or like something new, right? Like they because they already had spawning, like Valora spawned in a bunch of little spiders.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have one where it like leeches, did they?
No, not leeches. I hope not. I mean, I hope they don't do what I was thinking they're gonna do for a long time, which I hope they never do. Which is like, let's say if you get hit by a specific attack from this new Colossi, they will randomly pick one of your artifacts and you won't be able to use it for like 60 seconds or something.
Oh, okay.
That's a combat thing, you know. It's related to combat. It is a new mechanic, and that would pose more of a challenge because, you know, let's say you have Harvester left and you're about to die and they turn that off. You're like, oh shoot,
Oh.
I gotta kite for like a minute or so.
Okay, yeah, that could be very dangerous.
But it adds more
I
challenge to the game at least, you know.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that though. But yeah, this is a hard one for fighting Colossus.
Mechanics like, I mean, I feel like mechanic. The thing is, that one's hard to pinpoint because mechanic could be anything. Like it could literally be like your HP, your energy drain, what I said about your artifacts, or like, or maybe they'll disable you. So maybe they'll disable one of your weapons. So like, let's say I'm melee bow right now. They disable my melee. I can only use bow in this situation or something like that, you know? Because again, it has to be combat, like related to combat. So it's like, that could be the only two thing I could think about for that type of system. So I don't know, to be honest, in that situation. So that's another thing they also mentioned in the second bullet point. Improve balance across multiple weapon types. What do you think about that?
Might go hand in hand with what you just said. You can only use, like, let's say a bow during this part of the fight, and then your bow is useless in the second part, and then you have to switch to a different weapon type to finish him. That way, it's like you can't just use one weapon throughout the whole fight. So yeah, you bring a good point.
That could be interesting. But I was referring to the second bullet point where it says improve balance across multiple weapon types. So it's like, I think they're talking about like short bow, long bow, one-handed axe, two-handed axe, etc., etc. Improve balance, like, So I guess certain things will get buffed and nerfed, maybe? Because, like... Oh, wait. That could actually be a big red flag for bows. Because I did do a tier list about... And that was, like, the best weapon in the game. So that might get nerfed.
Well, balancing is hard because, you know, a long time ago, you know, the best thing to use was like a melee weapon
Mm-hmm.
when we had the arrow situation.
Oh, God. Let's not. Warakas, thank you for the raid, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah,
Like,
no. Melee was the
it's gotta be
best.
better balance.
Melee was the best back then when bow was in place. Oh, forget it. We don't talk about those days.
It could also balance the different attacks, like the minor and major, and change that to balance it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, they could move around the attack speed or the damage output you're doing.
I mean, they could, like, I'm telling you, like, I want them to do, like, other, like, cool things, like, I don't know what other cool things they could do, like, mechanic-wise, but, like, I don't know what else they could add, like, for effects, like, I mean, maybe they should make the short bow just shoot faster than the long bow, and then the long bow in general. I think the long bow's gonna swing shorter, it'll take longer to shoot, but it'll do more damage. That's how it is now, but it's like, it's not really a nerf, you know, because balance changes, improved balance across multiple weapons types. So that's not a nerf. That's all buffs, I'm assuming now, because improved, like, you really wouldn't nerf something if you say improved. I'm assuming that anyway, unless my English is horribly wrong.
Yeah, but sometimes the way they word it doesn't come out to be the way it actually comes in. You know, to them it might be an improvement to like nerf something, but like to us, an improvement would be only buffing it, right?
Exactly, like for example, like, you do more damage with bow or something, you know, just straight up more damage as your base damage. You know what that means then? Somebody should take a screenshot of all the weapon types right now and keep that data, and then just compare from before and after, because I'm like, I am not doing that. That's too much work, but you know.
If you won't do it, then who will?
Dang, you're right. I mean, I might do that for my weapons. But I don't know, you know, you're right. If I don't do them, who else will, right? Oh man, I'm gonna have to spend I mean, if the update doesn't come out this week, I'll probably do it then. I'll probably just sit there and just gather all the data and then just see like how much damage does everything do, and then just compare like what it was before the new update, you know? Oh, who's that? That's Emats with the amazing frenzy. He got the #1 weapon damage and another weapon damage of might. That's crazy. He's slicing and dicing everybody. That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, no, yeah, improved. But yeah, I agree. Like exactly what you said, you know. Oh, let's see. To some, rebalance equals nerf. Improved balance. Portrait. You hit it. You hit the joke perfectly with that one, dude. That was so perfect, because it's like, dude, that's exactly what we're going through. It's like, dude, like, for us, it's a nerf, but to them, oh, it's improved balance. It's like, I'm sure it is. To you, that is, you know? Not to me, it isn't. Actually, let me see. How am I doing with my other fire? Oh, man, I gotta get some more potions. No! I gotta make more potions or buy some more potions. Let me see what I can buy in terms of resources. What's ever gonna overcharge the price of what I'm looking for? Gosh, damn,
There's
250.
so much stuff. So many new things. We haven't even talked about pet abilities. Like, there's so much stuff they're adding.
Well, no, we could talk about these things one at a time. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about. We've kind of covered more or less a lot of the stuff here already. Like, okay, there's like 2 more things we could talk about in terms of like the last update they've talked about, like how they talked about. You know what? Since you mentioned pet abilities, we'll talk about that right now. Why not? Since I gotta go and make stuff right now in LR. Pet ability. 15 seconds on that image, because you guys remember that image says 15 seconds, and it was on the mythical pet. What's that guy's name? I don't even know. I bought him at Stormfire. Stormfire. I'm glad I bought at least one of this guy, because if this effect is kind of meh, I'll sell him. But I got my 3 goats. Yep. I was waiting for this day for a long ass time to get my goats to sell one of them or 2 of them. That's why I bought 3 in total.
Like, I really hope like the rarity of the pet matters. Because like why would they all be the same if, like, you know, if one goat has a transcendent and the other goat's like a rare version, why would they do the same thing? You know, it wouldn't make sense to me, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. They should be doing different effects. Like, for example, like some of them could have similar effects. Let's say I could see the goat, just being honest with you. I think the goat, let's say it'll say for 15 seconds, you have a 10% chance to increase stun or shock. Because why? It's electrical. It makes sense how on its body it would be able to do something like that. That would be cool. You know, that would be cool, an ability.
So the 15 seconds, I think that was just like a cooldown time before you could use it again, because it's like gray. So if
Yeah.
you use like your ability, like a minor attack, it goes gray. It, like, you know, and then you have to wait the seconds. So
So
I
you,
don't think the ability lasts for 15 seconds. I think it's like
that's
you
the
use it
cooldown.
and then it's a cooldown before you can use it again.
I think whichever pet like that, let's say like I would love, like, dude, I would love if we're talking about like that, then I would love my goat to have this effect. Obviously this is just me being facetious right now. Let me just be ridiculous right for 1 second. I wanted to have my void goat would have, where is this artifact? I should have just typed it up instead of just searching for it. Imagine the void goat had the nightingale nexus effect. Just straight up add
Nightingale,
2005 damage to the attack.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be something like that.
And it could stay like that for like a minute, you know, like for 60 seconds, you know, that would be the time it lasts before I can reset it or something, you know, or like, you know, or maybe have a necrophancy effect, you know, like extra stack effects that stack like that. That would be sick, you know, because I know, let's be honest, OHEX, they're not going to like animate the pet to attack, you know, to physically attack somebody, you know.
Well,
Like,
they already have the animation when they break stuff, so they could use that same animation for attacking. But
do you really? So let me ask you, OHEX. Would you be okay if this Stormfire, this dragon, it's a dragon, dude. It should be breathing fire. It's not gonna go, and that's it. It's
Well, I
like,
think it's just gonna like melee. I don't think it's gonna like breathe fire and all that. I think that's doing too much animation.
but would you want it to breathe fire though?
No.
Okay. I'm pretty sure others would want it to breathe fire. Or like what other pet? I mean, most pets
Like,
kind of are kind of pretty generic when I'm looking at them now.
I mean, the effect would have to kind of make sense to the pet, right? Like, you can't have some like penguin shooting fire out of his mouth. It would have to be like it would have to make sense, you know? Or like dragons could breathe fire out of their mouth, but like a goat, I don't know. I don't think a goat could breathe fire. So what would a goat have? Do like
Well, that would probably have like, you know, like a physical attack to do like plus like some percentage of damage there. Like I know my void goat should do something electrical because it's been like that for a hot minute. But I'm
like
talking
what
about
would
like the regular goat. Where is this
what would a
goes?
dog do?
What would the
Like you
dog do?
can't have like what the dog do?
Peanut dog you talking about?
Because we have dog pets, right? So like, what would they have some
I have no
poison or
I have
something?
no
See,
idea.
I don't think like they should have elements to their attacks. I think it should just be a basic like a left click attack. You know, it's just like
Yo, I think what would be worthwhile my pet to have, she says cast vulnerable to the enemy. Just straight up weaken them outright.
yeah, but maybe they don't even attack. They just give you some effects for a certain time.
Well, yeah. Like if we're talking about like passive effects, let's say like a pet like increases your max HP by like 100 or something. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Increase damage, increase health. It could be anything. Mana. It could be. Well, all that I like to see is them picking up loot off the ground from me, and then just go straight to my inventory.
Right, but that could be. Oh wait, you're talking about your inventory while you're on the adventure, or let's say in your stash it goes to.
No, like in my inventory inside the dungeon. Like it would just bring it to me, and it would just go straight to.
Oh, I see. Matt says no fire breath, Pyro Stalker 2.0. I see. I see.
That would
Well,
cause issues with the fire effect.
all right. I can see to that idea. Then all right, fine. If they can't handle the programming with the fire and more fire, you know, it's gonna cause the game to crash. All right, fine. No fire. Very well. You know, I would think this pet, right? I'm just speculating. Obviously, this is not financial advice to anybody, so do not take this the wrong way. Where it says Dianaries, this pet that's like a golden dragon that drops coins. Imagine that thing drops like gold for you and you actually builds up over time.
Why would you ever need to go inside a dungeon if you could just farm coins just by standing there? Wouldn't make sense.
I know, but I'm just okay. Let's say, but this only applies to like. Well, yeah, the thing is, you just stand there the whole time. No one will be playing the game. Then they would just
Why
get
would you want to play
membership
the game?
forever.
You just earn passive gold just standing around doing nothing.
Yeah, that would be too much of a hack to do that. No, that would be too bad. Nah, that's a stupid idea.
But yeah, like when I first started, I saw like because I didn't know how pets work or anything. I saw someone that had it, and I was just following behind it. Like, why am I not collecting these coins that are dropping like that dumbass? But yeah, I didn't know how stuff worked, so I was like, oh well, I guess you can't. But yeah, that's an interesting idea for just having gold just drop there.
Nah, that would break the game. Nah, that one mechanic would break the game. I guarantee that would break the game. I didn't even know some of these pets have dialogue. Like they have like descriptions. I didn't even know that. I haven't had a chance to read any of these because I just thought they just says pets are your best friends. They will follow you wherever you go and never grow tired. That's like most of these other pets here. They're the generic, like the cow or the bubblegum pony. You know, these effects, I thought they were just gonna be useless, but yeah. But yeah. Pets in general are just like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen with pets in that regard. Have 100.
Yeah, I think it's either gonna go two ways. Either they help you fight, or they just give you a boost, a bonus, and that's it. That's what they're gonna be used for. They go both ways. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. And he comes up with something completely different.
I mean, I would love if my pet can give me another relic slot.
I think that'd be just too OP.
I know. One can only dream, right?
But one could dream.
That's what I'm saying, man. Give me that extra power, man. I need it. I want to have the ability to have the that legendary, what's that thing called? Even I don't know the name of this thing. All right, hold on. Forgot. I'm like not paying attention to what I'm doing right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second. This thing here.
Do you think we'll be able to like upgrade our pet? So like right now, the basic pet, you'll like maybe do a 5% effect, and then later on you could, you know, upgrade it to have more percentage. Like kind of how we were talking about the weapon upgrade system. Then you could have more percentage the more you upgrade.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. It just depends on what are you gonna turn in, like you know, if it's arcane fragments or it's gonna be like other resources, you know. I'm fine with that. If I can max out, let's say my void goat can do like, I don't know, 10% max, like the max cap would be like 10% attack damage or weapon damage, whatever. That's fine. If that's like the max cap, that's fine, because I would just work my way towards that.
Didn't they say like pets would be like something you progress? It's not like, all right, the new pets are added and that's it. You can't do anything to them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be a progression you get. You level it up over time. You know, I'm fine with that idea. I'm definitely fine with that idea. You just level it up over time and you get something really nice as a cool effect, you know, but who knows? It could be anything. And like, I think what they could do is like kind of like reset some of the pets, because some of the pets are like I don't know what you would do for an effect, like let's say for, and some of these are kind of the same but just different color swaps. Like look at these two. You got Spot Puppy and Tuscan Puppy. They look exactly the same, just different skins. The cats as well here. Space Cat with Tabby Cat, just different faces and colors. Also the duck. You got Pearl Duck, Mustard Duck. What other ducks were there?
Oh, you know what? They could add a gilded pet to the shop.
Oh
That
god,
could be something.
a gilded pet to the shop?
Yeah,
No,
because they don't have
dude.
that. They have weapons, they have outfits, they have titles, but they don't have pet. That's the only thing that they're really
That
missing.
pet better do something really good if you want me to spend another $1,000 in this darn game to just so I can build up my Royal Sapphires and then pay via Royal Sapphires.
That's just an idea, but possibly.
Never say never. Could be possible. Could happen. Let's hope it doesn't. Because I ain't trying to spend any more money on this right now anyway.
A gilded goat.
A gilded goat. It'll be it'll be triple G. Gilded golden goat. Bam.
Oh.
And it has to have the tag, the hidden hero on there. Then I'll buy it. Because you know, anything with anything with gold, I gotta buy it, man. Well, within reason, obviously. And yeah, I know. But the thing is, at least they acknowledge pets this next update, which is probably why this is gonna take so long to do. I think instead of announcing all these things at once, why don't they do like they did the last update with the skill shakeups, where it was like 1.1 or 2.2 or something like that, you know? This way
So
we
instead of one big, you're saying like instead of one big one where it includes everything, they should just do like two small ones or two medium ones, you know?
yeah, like that,
that?
because again, if you dump all these updates in one shot, it's gonna crash and break a lot of things, you know?
Mm.
That's why I'm surprised
Yeah.
that
Yeah, they might as well just release the Valor right now and then have all the other features come like maybe in the middle of the expedition or when you know. Why have all come at once? I think that's a good idea.
that's an
But
idea, you know? I
uh,
mean, because it's been a while, you know? Because I'm pretty sure they have some of this stuff already ready. The fact that, you know, they showed so many screenshots of these things, you know, you and I know they have some of this stuff ready already. They're just taking their time.
who knows? Maybe in 1 or 2 weeks we'll just have everything ready. So they're just like,
Hopefully.
okay, well, it's almost around the corner of finishing everything. Might as well just wait until that's done to release it all.
That is
Who knows?
crazy. I'm just laughing because I'm looking at Porsche right now. Porsche got Prestige 2 and they got a Red Menace with crit, precision, and bleed. And you got the Roaring Sand Dragon all movement. That's crazy. That is crazy. All movement, 7% and 5% movement speed. That is crazy. Like RNG of getting that? That is crazy. Oh, let me buy some at the Royal Emporium so I can complete that last quest there. I mean, that's too expensive.
How do you feel about the Emporium only being to the people who own that item?
I think it's fine
And
because it adds exclusivity. Because again, like some people make the argument that like, oh, I don't really need it to go all the way to freaking I don't need it because I don't mind going from one town to another back and forth because some people still have the other orbs or the scrolls to teleport, so they don't really care. That's why it's not really like I don't think it's gonna be a big deal for some people. For most people, I'd think, but you know, for me, someone who's like convenience wise, I would love it, but I'm not gonna shell like $1,000 for it. I'm good. I'm just gonna just, you know, wait. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Porsche is like, that's my running sand dragon. Hey, I don't blame you, man. You running. You're definitely moving faster than my executioner because I only got 10% movement on mine. Maybe I should get another 10% movement. Also my bow, like because I forgot the last expedition, it was all my astral. It was all my astral. I said, nah, I still have to do my bow and my melee. Dude, I didn't realize there's only 2 Spitfires left in the pool. That's crazy. And how many executioners left? 7. That's not a lot. That is definitely not a lot. Man, oh man, oh man. So I think the last controversial thing we can talk about is the potion removals and rebalancing. Like, what do you think about that, Ohex?
well,
Well,
First of all, the fire probably needs to be removed from there.
Why do you think that?
Fireproof because you won't be needing it because maybe the pyro is not gonna have the you know well hmm. If they do fix the issue where the fire makes the whole game lag, then I don't feel like people need a fireproof potion. Maybe you would have to rely on artifacts
Mm-hmm.
that it's fire resistance.
Thanks for the bits.
Hmm.
Hey yo, thanks for the bits. Bizzo, what's going on, brother?
More potions, because since the echoes of time changed, like I don't see people using as much potions as they used to when they like the overmorph and all that stuff. Like some of that stuff could go.
I mean, some of those potions are gonna get gone anyway because they said something that overmorph potions are gonna get removed anyway within like over a year anyway. I just know that I would disagree with you on the fire potion because it's very helpful in most other maps, like when you find the nether demon, or like let's say you accidentally hit a fire trap in Descending Nightmare. It's like you're taking significant damage, but hold on, but let me see, I might have to retract that statement, only because if I see that silly thing, what's the thing called? I think it was a ring. What is that ring called?
I don't know. I heard Slayton say something in game chat, like I think yesterday or the day before, that like all the immune potions are leaving. That's what he's thinking. Like resilience is going, fireproof, anti poison. That's all being removed. Uh, I don't know if they'll just keep all like the damage buff ones and just get rid of like all the element ones.
Get rid of all the elemental
What do
ones.
you think they're gonna remove out of the potions?
I'm trying to see if that ring is still... Is that fire ring gone?
Fire?
Let me see something.
Oh.
It was called something. I'm just gonna put ring and see if it appears, because it was this ring you had that it gives you 100% fire resistance. It did, that was its effect, but I think they've been removed that.
Wasn't it like a ring of pyre?
Yeah, Ring of Pyre, that's what it's called. Yeah, Ring of Pyre. But it should have appeared already. I just put the word ring and it didn't appear.
Yeah, I don't know. It got swapped for something.
Yeah, it definitely got swapped for something else. Yeah, it's definitely not here.
Yeah, wasn't it like a was it a bounty one? Can't remember. How
Oh,
would you even get it?
Fried Zombie says, well, first off, thanks. Oh, that's crazy, Spiz. Awesome, man. Appreciate that. The bits. Ember, he says Ember Guard Pendant. Yeah, okay. They changed it. Thank you, Fried Zombie. Ember Guard Pendant it's called now. So,
there we go.
but there's only 7.
Yeah, wasn't that originally from the bounty shop that you got it?
Yeah, it was. Do I even?
That's why there's so little, because not that many people exchange for it.
Oh man, I don't think.
And then it got turned into that pendant. Because it was a ring before, right? I can't remember. It was
Yeah,
like
it was a ring, Ring of Pyre. Yeah, I don't have that ring. I don't have that pendant. Darn it! I must have sold it. Because I remember I had it, or then it just disappeared. I don't know.
Right, so like there might be more artifacts that are element types and just get removed and from the potions. But who knows? What do you think is going to be removed though from the potions?
Let's see. The amulet was the legendary artifact for the first expedition. Oh, Argantus, you are right. Damn, you are right. I totally forgot.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was during Molterus, or we like to call molasses.
Yeah. Yes. Wait, then what was the ring? Wasn't there a ring?
That ring is gone. I think that ring it got removed, which I didn't even realize it got removed. But no, but I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to avoid the question, because you asked me like 3 times now. Which potions do I think is going to be removed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was like lost in the sauce there. Let's see. Let's go to potions, consumables. Can I just type in? Okay, let's see. Let's start from bottom to top. Why not? All right. None of the commons, like damage wise, none of the damage are gonna be removed. I don't think they should remove resilience tonic. It's a very important resource because you farm it in Terra Descent. So I wouldn't remove it, because then if you remove the resilience tonic, then you have to remove the mushrooms. So, I don't think they should do that, no. But like you said, wait a minute. If you're saying Slitton said that they're going to remove all immunity type of status effects?
Well, that's what he thinks. He said that in the chat in game.
So that's what he thinks, but that's not what they're going to actually... They didn't say that, though.
Well, no, they didn't say that. That's just his guess. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense why they would remove, like, the fireproof if they're going to change, like, that issue.
I mean, if they're going to remove the fire potion and the resilience tonic, certain guard is going to be way more difficult to fight than in that regard than, or like, honestly, they shouldn't remove poison, because poison's also like, I mean, if they remove all of that, then that's going to be, damn, that's going to kind of suck fighting against poison. Imagine they remove unbinding serum, dude. They should not remove this. You know why? Not for the stun. I don't think nobody would want to do any map with spiders then.
Well, that's why we have that one artifact, right? That you're immune to the spiders.
Oh my god, you're right.
So they're introducing these artifacts like, for each Valor, each like, I guess, different effects.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I like Argantus saying, have fun in Supremacy without Unbinding Serum. Can't wait. Yeah, you're just going to get wombo comboed by Grodd into Drondor, and then you get smacked in the face with Nether Demon with the triple fireballs, and you die right there. I think damage attack potions should be safe. Like Draco Juice should be fine, because that helps players who are, epic level and higher. That's
so
fine.
What's left?
Huh?
What's left besides like the boost? Because that's why Flynn thinks it's like all the element ones.
Let's see. Adrenaline. Well, obviously, Mandate Fracture has to be there because it's just newly added. They're not going to remove it. Overmorph Potion is just still... That's going to be deleted over time, so that's fine. Obviously, Guardian Demise is going to be there because they just added it. Yeah, they're not going to remove these. Shoot. Honestly, I was actually more concerned with them removing the Peak Performance Potion and the Overlord because it's too easy in terms of damage output. If they don't remove these two, right? I think they're gonna use the word, because it says in the post, removals and rebalancing. So rebalancing could mean that this might go down in terms of percentage, like 50% crit might be a bit much. They might lower that to, let's say, 35 maybe, or 40. That would be, you know, again, a bit of a nerf, but it's, you know, at least it's not removed entirely. I don't think they're gonna change this, honestly. I think this is fine, honestly. Like, why would you nerf the damage for this, for overload or overload serum? It's not that much damage. I'm assuming anyway. I think Slin's onto something. Looking at all the potions now, I think he's onto something. I really think it's really tied to any status effects. Those are gonna be removed, and then I guess they're gonna sell it back to us with, like, I guess pets, or with Valor Expedition, relics that we can purchase, or artifacts we can purchase. Honestly, they should get rid of the torch. Why the heck is the torch still here?
Yeah, who uses that?
Who uses
still
torch? If you're gonna remove something, remove the torch, for God's sake. Oh, but then it's too dark. No, it's called I can still see with my what's that called? Spitfire. I can still see enough.
Well, remember when the maps used to get super dark? That's when they're really useful. But now the maps don't even get dark, so it's like, what's the point of having them still?
Exactly. No,
Unless
exactly. No, you're right, dude. Exactly. What's the point of that? What is the absolute point of that, man? I can't believe that, dude. That's just dumb. I think we covered everything in terms of, like, what we think about those updates in terms of review. But yeah, no, that's gonna suck. That means doing Descending Nightmare is gonna be a lot more challenging than without those potions.
Especially like fighting another demon without fireproof.
Yeah.
Easily die.
Yeah, no, a lot of us are gonna die easily if you get hit by any of his fire attacks. Forget it.
But again, it's gonna make people want to use more of the consumables, like the fish for healing.
Anything for us to get that economy going for them. Jesus, man. I mean, sad to say, you know, this guy, you know, it's kind of what Hellbringer always says, you know, every time they get an update, they always take something away back and give it back to us less, which is... He's kind of being right at this point, which is not cool. Not about him not being right, but I'm pretty sure that's his saying. That's kind of like, it's kind of been becoming more and more noticeable, and it's not a good thing, but, you know, maybe it might be a necessary evil that may have to happen because, you know, we're too powerful as it is, so we have to kind of like bring it down further, which honestly it shouldn't be that way. It should just be, you know, let us stay powerful because we like to be powerful.
Yeah, I would say just leave the potions alone. Just have them how it is. Why have to remove them if you're just gonna, you know, maybe down the road add them back? So it's like, why waste the time doing it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I honestly, I kind of agree with Slim that this may or may not happen. You know, I'm not gonna say that it will because, you know, I don't know for sure, because like that's the only thing that would make sense, to remove the statuses of effects. So, you know, we bring more consumables, thus forcing you to do more production, more engaging of the Emporium, you know, things like that. That probably would make sense, you know. And like Argantus said, you know, who's gonna want to do Frostfall Siege fighting guardians that will just stun you and stun again, and you know, it's not fun at all. And you have to be more careful what you're doing then. It's like, I already am careful. I still die. Apparently they want us to die more.
Make us suffer.
Yeah, apparently. I think, no, I don't think that's the case. I think he's just tired of everyone saying that the game is easy. I'm like, I never really say it like that. But like, you know, it's not that hard though. No, truthfully, I honestly, I wouldn't like that change, but it would be necessary, unfortunately. Because then it'll give value to those artifacts, like Fried Zombie said, you know, he is the Ember Pendant, Ember Guard Pendant. That'll give value to that then. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that Ember Guard Pendant for 1 second. I didn't think about this. Whoops. Ember. Yeah, it's tradable. So yeah, that's gonna go up in price. That would definitely affect the market. And there's only 7 of those, so. Or, how about this? Instead of 10 minutes, what if it gets cut down to half? 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I guess it would create more demand for them because they're using more.
True. At least it's not removed, you know. I think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they have to remove something because they said they're removing potions. So I don't think they just adjusting them.
No, they're doing both because it says removal and a rebalancing.
All right. So they should do 5 minutes for what, the like the damage ones?
No, for like just the effects. So let's say they remove. So instead of 10 minutes for fire resistance, you get 5. You know, instead of 10 minutes, you get 5 minutes instead.
I mean, I think it would just stay the same. Like people won't need those artifacts because they could just use more of the potions. But if you remove them completely, they have no other choice but to get those artifacts, I guess. My view on it.
I see. That would make sense, yeah. But let's say,
having 5 minutes would make people want to bring in more of them.
Yeah, no, but that's the point. It'll force them to waste more, and then they have to do more production, and that stimulates the economy more.
Yeah. So what's gonna demand for the artifacts if they just have an alternative?
Yeah, that probably would make sense. Yeah, they're probably just gonna straight up just remove it because it's not like it's an incentive, but not good enough for them to just drop it entirely. You know? Yeah. Well, goodbye potions.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't remove any potions and just leave it how it is.
They should just add potions.
That's gonna mess up with the resources and how they work currently. You know.
Yeah, my belief they should just add resources, honestly.
So like the resources right now we're using for those element potions, what are they going to be used for? Are they just going to be deleted? You see what I'm saying? Like you're saying, like those mushrooms that you get for resilience, why would anyone even want to get them anymore?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think they're probably going to be removed. If they're going to be removed, then you have to remove the resources to that. So then they got to remove the cactus for the fireproof potion, and any other resources, you know?
So there'll be like less resource items in the, you know, the game.
I mean, technically, wouldn't that mean if there's less items in the resource pool to pull, wouldn't you have an easier time getting certain items then?
Yeah, like more fragments.
Hey, I'll farm all the fragments I want. I mean, to be honest, I noticed that like a certain container has not appeared in like months, and that's the deep sea coffer. So like they removed, like they're done with that, right? Like you can't get any more.
You can still get deep sea copper.
You've got one recently?
There's- No, I haven't, but I've seen people in chat say they got one.
Hmm. Well, lucky
But
them.
yeah, it's still like a super hard drop. Like, rarely happens. Because you can see people are still like listing
Excelling it.
them on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are buying them, so they're still dropping. It's just really hard to get them nowadays. Not like they used to. Because like back then, like for me, getting a coffer was so much easier than how it is now.
Yeah, sure. I want to be part of the double coffer club, man.
Yeah, remember I used to get a freaking double drop in one dungeon. Like that's insane. I can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. I've never done that before. I want to do it one time, man.
I'm glad I did farm like Thurn and all that when they were dropping in like regular dungeons for the switch to the Enchanted Isles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I took advantage of farming the fishing and getting those coffers to craft the Abyssal Dominator. Just imagine if I wasn't playing during that time and then I just started playing now. That would be impossible almost now to get the Abyssal Dominator, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Unless you got a whole lot of money.
Yeah, unless you just buy it.
You got a whole lot of money.
But like earning it would be like so much harder.
Yeah, no, forget it. Nowadays, forget you can't earn hardly anything now. It's like the drop rates have been like adjusted all the time, where it's like it's some drops are, you know, there, and it's just really, it just feels like you were just not getting anything lately, which is like all but dry spells here and there. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe this week I'll pull another Astral and I'll piss off everybody that way. No, I'm joking.
Getting like the deep sea coffer is one thing. It's pretty hard enough to get that, but opening and getting something good, bro, that's even harder.
Oh hell yeah! Obviously, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm not gonna. I would sell it. Obviously, I would not have another Astral for no reason. But no, but yeah, I agree. Like, but anyway, to summarize, I would definitely say like this update is gonna do both. It's gonna make people happy and upset. I guarantee you it'll do both. Just like that meme he did last week. Cliff?
Okay.
You know, the one about the update?
Why did you change it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen still. You know, and it's true, you know, like, cause just by listening to some of this stuff and kind of like game planning with you guys, I'm kind of like listening and I'm like, you know what? This is gonna make some people happy and some people very upset. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you can't please everyone.
Nope. You cannot. That's where I'm like, well, I mean, as long as they get these main fundamental stuff out of the way for them to start working on co-op, that's fine. Yeah, that's gonna take a long time. Like I said, I don't expect co-op to come out like ever at this point in time. It'd be like 2020 something will come out. 2027 maybe.
Well, like as a player, when they're announcing something, like we always hope for the best, right? And then when the actual update hits and it's not what you expected, then I think you just overhyped it in your mind. That's gonna be so awesome, and then when you actually get it, you know, the reality is like, oh, your expectations were way higher, you know.
Oh yeah, they're always more higher than I expected. I'm not even gonna deny that. Because it's like
for housing,
sorry, go ahead.
for my expectation, housing was not what the housing was in the game they introduced. You know, like my housing was completely different with what they put in the game. Sorry.
I mean, what did you imagine for housing to do? Like what?
Like way more stuff. Like having, well, some people said like having your pets outside for like other people um to see your pets, but
Mm-hmm.
that's when co-op comes out, I'm guessing, if they do that. But like, I don't know, I thought like farming, you would have your own plot of land, or you could just, they could have done so much more, just like changing how your house looks, like changing the bed, changing the table or whatever, like making your own furniture. They could have like gone way more deep into housing, whereas it's just like you decorate the walls and have production ammo.
Interesting.
Plus,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. I was expecting way more for housing than what it was, what it is now.
I mean, that sounds like a completely different game what you just described.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
damn,
know.
brother. You're
But
about
that's
to play
my
Animal
expectations
Crossing
were like
this right,
way
man.
higher.
Well, The Sims or something, man. Because I was like, Jesus, that's a
Yeah,
lot,
like
dude. That sounds like another major update in itself, you know? That's like I said, that's why I said long ago what I wanted the interior design to be changed to look like a castle inside. That should be in its own separate update. Like that's like something you do down the road. Right now, just focus on expedition and then co-op. You know what I'm saying?
but
And
yeah,
then
like
maybe
what I wanted would have taken so much time. So yeah, I guess they didn't want
yeah,
to spend that much time on it. So
yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's fine.
yeah, no. I'm not saying what you said was bad. That actually sounded amazing, to be honest. Shoot, I'll definitely like to customize the stuff I have in the home and, you know, all this other kind of stuff that you can do. That'd be crazy. But the way how it is now, it's like, oh, it's just, it's still, here's the thing. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen because you know why? The fact that it has utility with the production. You know, you don't have to go to all the stations outside. You just stay inside and you do all your stations, you know?
Yeah.
That's why it's, I
No,
can't say it's horribly bad. It's like, no, it's still good. Just, you know, could have been better. But that's really about it, honestly. But it's like an aesthetic kind of thing, you know?
right. Yeah. Like our expectations are so much higher than,
Well, the thing is, it's kind of like what I said last week's video. I said that, you know, because of the meme that he talked about, saying, oh, how players just see the game, oh, why'd you do this and that. I said how, you know, if the game wasn't good, we wouldn't be playing the game now, would we?
yeah, right.
That's why I'm saying that it's not that we keep coming back because we're insane. Well, some of us anyway. But I just know that we keep coming back because the gameplay loop is good enough for us to play and we enjoy, you know, playing the game. Some of us just play because of our friends that are here, you know?
Yeah. The community has a huge part of why I'm still playing as well.
Yeah, me too. Definitely, because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, if I was here by myself, I would have stopped a long time ago. Especially if like nobody's helping, forget it. Forget it.
And again, it's like it's a small team, so I I wouldn't expect like huge updates like a AAA would do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they're not doing that. They're not doing that anytime soon. Okay, it's this way. Oh crap, I'm on fire. Stupid fire trap. There we go. So it's him and Drondor, okay. Out of my way.
But if I want to play like a farming game, like like growing crops and stuff like that, go play a different game. I get it, you know.
Oh yeah.
This is not that game.
Yeah, this is not that kind of game. This is
Right.
definitely not that kind. Believe me, I've seen so many farmer simulator games that I'm like, dude, no.
You wouldn't want that, right?
No.
It's like if I like something that wants to be in the game, somebody else might not like it. Like somebody might want like a tower defense game style, and then what about like the rest of people that don't want it played like that?
Oh heck, what if somebody
It's
wants
like,
a first person shooter type style for Lost Relics?
yeah.
It's like no.
So it's like you can't have a bunch of whole different games, and you know. And if only like maybe one or two people are going to be playing it, so why waste the time in building something like that? You know.
Exactly. You said it perfectly, oh heck. You said it perfectly. Why waste the time if not many people are gonna play? And I know for them, you know, they themselves are on like a timetable as well, because it's like the reason why they have to kind of like do these certain things and, you know, get it out at a certain time is because, again, you know, this game can only last for so long as we're contributing to the game. And if, you know, they're not making enough money, then, you know, something could happen, obviously, you know. But I just know for a fact that they are trying. It's just like, man, like, it's a lot for them to do, but it's also a lot for us to constantly, you know, grind every single day and try to like put out as much content as we can, you know, with our limited resources that we're given. And you know, it's just frustrating at times, you know.
Say it got a lot better though, because going back to the original style of Lost Relics, all you had was dungeons. Now we got all this other stuff you can do. You got Echoes of Time, you have Descending Nightmare, you know, you got different stuff you could be doing, not just one thing over and over.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff in this game right now compared to how it was before. But I guess for us, since we're constantly like on top of everything, like that content eats up within a week or so.
Right. So that's kind of why they added the prestige system thing, right? Because those are for the ultra grinders, where it's like, yeah, this is gonna last you a while.
Yeah, a little too long, to the point that it's like, I guess the problem is if you make a goal is so insurmountable, it's like, will the person even try to do it?
I mean, I guess there's some people that would.
Yeah, I'm not saying that like that percent is like 0. It's like probably 0.0%.
It's a very small percent. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.001%. You know, somebody who has the drive to do it, they'll do it. But you know, we'll see. We shall see who has that drive. We shall see.
I get what you're trying to say. Like, why add something that's like so out of reach? You will never get this. You will never get this.
Pretty much, because it's like you have to grind non-stop 24/7, and you might get there within 5-10 years. I'm pretty sure the people who are playing the game are all human. They're not bots, right? Because I'm like, I know for a fact that, because, you know, people have to use the bathroom, you know, people have to, you know, sleep. So it's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. At least I don't think, anyway.
I guess it's not meant to be something that's, it's something that's like, well, it's something you could achieve in 5 years or 10 years.
Maybe.
But why add that if only, like you said, 0.01% are gonna get there?
Argantus is like, watch Murdy get Prestige 10 before the end of the year. God dang, dude, no way. I don't believe you. I don't believe there's no way, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Prestige 10.
Murdy already got to level 70 on his seat, or the breach. He's already maxed out on breach.
Oh,
already.
You're right. So he could actually do it. Like he could get to prestige 10. Hmm?
He's been grinding crazy.
And yeah, if you keep doing breach, it'll still stack upon that XP with all this other stuff, so maybe. And I do think that is a question. If I could ask Herdy or Argus, I would ask them, want to bet? Nah, I'm good. This game has enough gambling as it is. I'm good, Argantus. I'm good. I'm not. I know where I can't put my money where my mouth is in that situation. I'm good because he's crazy. Murdy's is crazy. That's my train of thought. I was gonna ask the devs something. I was just gonna ask the devs something. What was it? Shoot, I just said it. Anyway, for the most part. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Wait, that's part of the. Oh, actually, that's one thing we didn't talk about, or maybe we did, but I forgot.
What?
The rewards for Descending Nightmare Vault and Axiom Sigil. Oh boy. Because since you mentioned Murdy, Argantus, right? I never said money. I know, pride. No, think about this. They have to change the drop tables for Descending Nightmares because, let's be honest, we've had this conversation before, Ohex, where when Astral Dream goes to 0 in terms of like drops, like that number, because 5 is not a lot. Someone's gonna get those 5 very fast. If they're playing like Murdy, he'll be faster.
Right. So what are they gonna do once they're gone?
Exactly.
Is that what you're gonna ask?
Yes. So what is a good replacement for a Astral Dream? Because there's not much that could compare to it. And, you know, because of that, that's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be an issue. Oh, maybe that's where the blueprints are gonna replace.
Oh, interesting.
Because think about that. That's a possibility. Not saying that it is. Because if the blueprints are here, then you have to grind Descending Nightmares all the time. So then you can get your Transcendent still. And you can save Astral for another drop. So essentially you're swapping a Transcendent for another Transcendent, but one that you can make. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I think you're on something, like, because you're right. Like, if they don't add something like a Transcendent when all the Astral Dreams are gone, I don't think people would keep playing it like we are now, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, truthfully, I'm just doing this for Breach, because if Breach is ever done, and let's say I don't gain access to Astral anymore, I don't have an incentive to play Descending Nightmares after that, you know?
Right.
Oh my god. Yeah. Those still exist, Organtis? Really?
The fortune?
The Nova weapons.
Oh. I don't think they're in the fortune vault. I don't even know how you get them nowadays. I think it's just a mob drop, right? Like you open a blockchain chest and then it comes out.
It should probably be in the fortune vault, right?
It's not on that.
It's not in there.
So I think it's just like a regular BC chest that you could get like in a transmag, you know?
Yeah, dude. Sheesh. Oh man. I didn't even know that. What? So yo, so that's you can get another emblem. That's crazy. Man, I feel like I've been under a spell, man. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't even know when certain things are like, you know, changed, and it's just like, when did this happen? Oh, it was like happened last update. What do you mean happened last update? What are you talking about, man? And that's where I also noticed some players that are like leaving the game Like what's his name? Some guy named User. Like he was selling all his stuff, and I was like, I don't know who that guy was, but I do feel bad because he had a lot of good stuff. I didn't buy anything though. I was too broke.
What was his reason for leaving?
I didn't see the reason though. I just saw like a lot of stuff was on sale, or maybe he's just selling it for, you know, Eng.
But yeah, like, what if when the Astral Dream runs out, they add in the Nova weapons to that Nightmare Vault?
I mean,
or Blueprint, like you said.
I mean, I think they're gonna do a test. It should be the blueprints first, only because it's new, and it'll keep people wanting to do this. Do it for the expedition maybe, and then at some point they would have to, like, you know, like swap it out for something else. Maybe they could do the Novas. It could be anything, to be honest. But yeah, no, they are gonna have to figure something out. They are gonna have to figure something out to constantly keep us, you know, going in the game loop of constantly doing Descending Nightmares. Because if you don't, then people are not really gonna be playing those maps anymore, those game modes. Because, like, why should I do that if I don't really need to do that? You know, it's like I should just, you know, I just would just chill out. I don't know why I got kicked out of the game. What the heck?
You got banned.
I got banned for what I said. Damn. I mean, they're running the money.
Didn't like what you said, hero.
Damn. I'm going to the Shadow Realm, Hex. It was nice knowing you. No. Back. If Herdy or Cliff is lurking, just don't put the blueprints in the 6k Lunari chest, otherwise you'll lose even more OGs. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. Yeah, the blueprints, no, dude, that's too much. We're not trying to do that, man. Because then you got more people just, you know, paying their way to win, and that's really, really, you know, it's not that that's not part of the game. I can't say it's not, because it is. But at the same time, it's just like, damn. I'm like, how much money do you guys got? Y'all should just be investors and fund the game already if you guys got that kind of money at that point. Ooh, finally an arcane fragment. The Transcendent Valor trial was already kicking the nuts. No, I agree with you. That was not cool, but I did get lucky that I got one at that time when I purchased my Valor Bound chest. I'm not gonna lie, at the time I think I got like my tax return money at the time or something. I had a lot of money at the time, so I was ready to buy like another set of 3, but I was only able to buy 3. But by the time I was gonna get my credit card to get another set, they were like, oh no, it's sold out. I was like, what do you mean it's sold out?
And it's gone.
that's South Park meme. I'm so gonna use that meme when that happens again. Alright, did your best in stocks here and there, and it's gone. Like, what do you mean it's gone? It's gone.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's like, man. But no, really, it's at least that's a good sign, you know, for the game, that at least people are buying still, you know.
So for the 6k Lunari chest, would you only want cosmetics? Because I don't think people would want to buy them if it's just that. Right?
No.
There has to be something that people are like gonna want to buy. So it has to be some kind of utility wise, and not just cosmetic. Because then I don't think people would want to invest in buying them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I agree with Organtis. The blueprint should not be in the blueprint should not be in those chests. I think another triad is fine. Oh, we haven't talked about that. We have no. Oh, nice, got a guardian's chest. Nice, let's go. Give myself applause there. That's crazy. No, I was
But
gonna
yeah,
say,
the blueprint should be earned. It shouldn't be something you just buy. All right.
yeah, the blueprint should be earned, not bought. I was gonna say, what's the next transcendent item that's gonna be in for that shop? You know, the one that you can trade in for the triads.
Wait, what's gonna be the next one?
Remember, okay, the ring that I have, the Aetheron ring that I bought.
Oh yeah.
What's the next one you think? Because I know a lot of people were saying my ring is meh. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that impressive. And I was like, all right. They just said it's a faster Bane, which in some sense it is, but in my opinion, it's way better still.
Yeah.
But
So they had a different version of Arcors, right? You got the energy instead of the health for the Arcors, and then we have an upgraded Bane. So, what if they do a better or different version of like some Harvester of Sorrow? Or 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 an emblem. No, maybe not emblem. Legion. I don't know. What do you think? Because
Hold
they
on.
have kind of like similar to what we already have. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just a little different.
I will respond to your question. Hold on to that question, because Arganta says gold elixirs and the piece to get Emporium and Inverden would be fine. Not sure. I mean, the gold elixirs, they gotta bring that back. No, those elixirs, I definitely want those back, dude. Gotta farm those out, man. Gotta get more gold. Definitely need that, man. All right.
I definitely think there's gonna be a transcendent relic that we'll be able to use the triads for, right? Because I'm pretty sure there's still some leftover triads.
Right, but that's why they're not gonna, well, I don't know, they're not gonna add more triads. They're gonna add more triads because, you know, people want to gamble, you know.
So what do you think is gonna be the new artifact you'll be able to trade in?
I think we should have a transcendent Legion's Fall. Just because, why not?
Just have way more
energy, because why not? So this way I could sell my Legion's Fall for that, if I get that. Because you know you would go for an upgraded Legion's Fall.
Yeah, I would. Definitely as a ranged person where you definitely need energy, you know?
Shit, I know I would need that for my magic builds. Shit, I burn magic like nothing, man. And plus, more magic will help us. Well, more magic energy. What am I talking about? More energy. I'm so silly. Sorry. I say that because more energy would help you get more deeper into Descending Nightmares. Because remember, they say like the further down you get, you can get the like a really good drops if you go further down. And how else are you gonna go down further if you have less MP? You need more of it. So that should help.
Okay. Yeah. I would definitely I would exchange triads for a better Legion's Fall.
Yeah, I don't see why not. And that's something I know people would like kill each other for. They'd be like, nope. Then I mean, because I know they're gonna do something insane like that, because like they really want people to like they really want people to participate in these events, and the only way they're gonna do that is if, you know, they get those kind of powerful relics. And of course the usual should still be there. You should have your usual prime forged shards, arcane fragments, the triads, stuff like that, you know.
Remove the titles. Remove the titles from rewards, please. Please, dude.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't know why. Like, I think they should take a poll. Like, do people care for titles still? Obviously, we know the answer to that. It should be no. But you know, maybe that one person be like, I like titles. I'm like, oh, of course you like titles.
Yeah, that shouldn't be, or any like
Rewards.
the wall paintings. Wall painting, Why would I want that? I don't care for that. Or give us an option to pick between if you want a cosmetic or just like something else. Why does it have to be one and that's it? That's what you get. How about give us the option to pick?
That could be a thing, maybe. I got you, Argantus. So I kill this leather demon.
Because somebody might like titles, and another person might want, I don't know, like a fragment instead. You know, have us like, okay, do you want this reward or do you want this reward?
Exactly. Give us choices. I think you guys saying, would you give us choices, you know? That would be nice. Or options, you know, besides just that. I mean, a cosmetic would be nice too as a reward. Depending on, like, if somebody wants the cosmetic, you know? Could be something. Doesn't have to be guaranteed. Like, in terms of guaranteed, like the final result, yeah, you want that. Alright, I got you, Argantus. You said, forget about Descending Nightmare level 9 and more and beyond. If they remove fireproof and resilience, oh yeah. You know, you're absolutely right. It doesn't matter if I get, like, it doesn't matter if you have more energy for Legion's Fall because you're gonna get burned anyway. Because if they remove those potions, then yeah, you probably die there. But give 2 rewards instead. Okay, I like that, yeah. No titles, yeah. Like a guaranteed mark plus random title. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, just getting a title, I ain't gonna lie, like
This thing's always like, why? Like,
it just does nothing for us. It's like, oh, like for example, let me just use these fishing nodes here. Like for example, right? Like, I mean, how do I go to my titles? There we go. Title, like the shiny ones are okay. Like cosmetic wise, they look cool, but that's about it. It's not like, not to say that they should just straight up remove titles entirely, but like, because they did kind of work hard on making up all these silly names and all these other things here, sure. I can't say they should do an effect because, you know, they're not, look how many titles there are to make an effect, like omelette du fromage. Who's gonna do something with that? I got 3 of that title. It's crazy.
yeah, like let's say you just reached tier 3 in your Valor, and the only reward is a title. Like that sucks. It should be well, you get to choose if you really want that title, or you could choose something else. You know, give us
Yeah,
that option.
I think so. Like, I agree with Argantus. It should be like that, where you get a title and a mark. I'd rather have that as well. Marks are very good to have. Yeah, I think marks are better. I would take a mark over a title any time of the day. And I feel like titles, right? If you really want to make them meaningful, you should make it tied to challenges. Let's say you get to Descending Night, no, you get to Hellfire level 5, then it could be a title that way. Or you fight 4 guardians at once without any health items or something like that. You know, like, that's what titles should be towards challenges in that regard, not just automatically generated out just because they're part of an expedition. It's like, okay, but I don't really want this. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of us don't really want this, you know?
Yeah, like you said, have a challenge tied to the title as a reward. Not just, okay, you open a scroll, now you get this title that, you know, says something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah, no, that idea goes to Argantus. Good to him, man. I honestly didn't think about that. That actually makes more sense. But yeah, it's true. It should be tied to a challenge. If I really want that challenge, I'll go for it. You know? Like, oh, I know a good title. It should be, say, first to prestige level 10. There you go. That's a great title. Am I going to go for that? No. But somebody's going to go for that title. Because you know someone want to prestige first. Like, someone wants to be prestige level 10 first or something. You know, that could be a title.
Yeah, and it's meaningful because he earned it, and he might be the only one with it because he got there, you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where a title should be tied to, honestly. You know, and to be honest, like, I mean, well, I can't say they should be a secret. They should be known because, you know, how would you know a title is there if you don't know what it is? You know, that's too much of a secrecy. There are already exclusive titles. Exactly. But again, it's like, yeah, there are some people who have exclusive titles, like, you know, like Governor of Giveaways, obviously, or like other titles that I don't know about. But, you know, it's just one of those
There, wa-
things. Hmm.
there was some challenges to the titles because I remember back in Halloween, you had to smash some pumpkins, and then you became like a pumpkin smasher or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like you had to do certain things to unlock it, which is cool. I like that. Rather than how we have it now, it's just you get a scroll, you open it, and then now you're this type. You know.
yeah, even Argantis is saying Slynn got a one out of one title for being the first player to reach level 120 in every 4 gathering skills. Can you believe that?
Oh, really?
That's crazy. I
I
never
didn't
even knew that
know.
was a thing. Shout out to you, Slynn, by the
What
way.
is? What's the name of the title?
I don't know what the name of that is, Argantis. If you know the name, or if Slitten, if you're in the chat, let us know what the name is, if that's true. I
I didn't even know there
know,
was something. Uh,
I know there was. I forgot what was it called. Soul Survivor. I think that was the one when I was doing the Halloween expedition. I was in top 100. I just got like 99 and I was able to get Soul Survivor when we were doing that Halloween event when it was like all the soul gathering and all those things. That was like, it was a struggle for me to do, but I was able to do it back then without all my fancy stuff. Now that I have it now, if I had it now, forget it. I destroy everything.
so there was certain things you had to do to unlock certain titles,
Hmm.
right? There was that, but they haven't really done that recently. It's been
Exactly. They really have not been like, they really have not been like doing those type of exclusivity kind of stuff. But yeah, I definitely think they should take off titles from the pool of leveling up the tiers, honestly. And like what else would I want? Hold on, let me see the resources here. Let me see. For shard, triad. Honestly, just marks. I think marks are probably the valor bound marks are probably the only thing that seems valuable to like really for us to do. I mean, maybe give us like 500 or 300 enchanted stones. I'm fine with that. 3 to 500 of those enchanted stones, or maybe give us like 50 enchanted scrolls. That's useful still.
pile of gold. It's just a big chest of gold.
Or
Just
yeah,
get
or a big chest of gold, even 100,000 gold right there, or something like that. You know, I don't know how much, but you know, I'm just throwing out numbers out the air. You know, anything would be better. Okay, let me be specific. Any chest that's worth a lot of gold, like we're talking like 100,000 minimum, is better than any title. Because it's like, dude,
yeah.
title's just oof. It's just there. It's just there. But then, because again, we're not asking to remove titles entirely. Just remove them from the drop pool table. Because, I mean, there are some titles I do like, just so the namers sound silly, like, you know, Shiny Clipped, Shiny Wen, Paldu, Hollow Whiner, Birdie, Baby Don't Hurt Me, you know?
Those are like silly ones.
Yeah, Reigning Champ.
Little trash. That was
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like I said, I'm not saying to remove them entirely from the game. No, titles are fun, but you know.
the way you get them and like yeah.
Yeah, from the expedition needs to be removed, definitely. Let me just use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Shiny. Other forge. Gathering 6 cents for winning. I for Corey's present challenge in a row. Back then. Oh. Take a break.
All right. I'm back. OX, you still there? I guess he stepped out too. Let's see. Ooh, Slim responded. He said, I have a few shinies. Feathered Forager for the Gathering, and the Sixth Sense of winning 9 of Corey's challenge in a row back then. Wow, that is crazy. What? That's crazy. Feathered Forager, that's the one I was talking about. So that was where the Sixth Sense came from. Wow, what? That's crazy, Slinton. Amazing. Amazing. Alright, let's do a little bit more grinding for a little bit. We still got... It's only what time is it? It's gonna be 6 o'clock. We got a little bit more time to grind a little bit more. I'm doing a few more runs real quick. Let me try to brush through these now. I'm gonna bum rush these real quick because I want to get through. I may want to get another vault real quick because again, this is like the fastest way you can get vaults. So they start adding more stuff.
Yo, Hero, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
So I'm hungry right now, so I'm gonna head over to get some food.
All right. Do what you gotta do, man.
You gonna still be on?
I'm here for a little bit more. I'm just gonna try to just kill a few more mobs here and there just to lower the breach down a little bit more.
Okay. Well, if I come back and then you're still chat, but if not, well, I wish you the best and chat. I will chat again soon, I guess.
All right. Take care, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace. All right. Let's continue the grind. We are looking at this way over here.
Whatever.
Nice. Get myself an arcane fragment. Right. Gotta keep it going. Keep that grind going, guys. I just keep pushing it, guys. You never know what you're gonna get. I know you guys are gonna get some good. All these Descendant Nightmare runs. Hopefully, we get something nice. We got 35 seconds left before the our PEDs run out. I forgot to ask. To the right, I think. Yeah. Gotta be a little bit more careful there. And I say this and I'm about to die. Oof, almost died there. I gotta see, very careful how I move now. Gotta move around a little bit. There we go. Give me that health. Thank God for archers. This is just, I'm gonna get used to playing like this. Unfortunately, no potions and no fireproof and everything like that. It's gonna make everything. I think it's gonna make these runs much more difficult than without them. I would hate these modes then if that's the case. Then you gotta be even more careful, more stingy with your resources when this happens, you know. It's like, oh man, I gotta take my time even more. Yeah, that's just not cool, man. Just losing all the potions, nah. Has to be very careful when doing that type of runs, and that's all. And this guy's gonna be even harder to beat. I almost ran into that trap. He's back this way. Let me get out of here. We go down here. One more run. Down further deeper from the pits of hell. Use my crit. Kill everybody at once. Just gotta take it a little bit easy, that's all. Gotta watch where I step. I say that and I just ran into the frost trap. Yeah, I could shoot everyone like this. This is fine. Alrighty, keep it going. Gotta watch my step. Kill you. I did it too early. He did. Oh, I'm on fire. Activate both my heals already. My consumables. I don't die. Let's get out of here. Tell me about Echoes of Time. I got this locked up. What? Me maps just sig for legendary. I need little more. Is it better to run than this than legendary map? That's it. I mean, man, you on your own prototype. That is crazy. Legendary Echoes of Time. Let me see your bill. Hold on. Let me see your bill first. I mean, that does help. Oh man, but man, let me see. Hold up. That's pretty cool. They must move like crazy. Is it better to run this than legendary map? I mean, you probably need a lot of potions, I would say, before you trying to do those kind of runs, because those runs are like pretty lethal in my honest opinion. I plan to farm again a few hours per day. I need to farm to the right places. I see. I see. Oh. Well, I just checked other people's streams. Everyone's kind of like idle. They're taking a break. So it's that time for me, guys. I'm going to head out. And we had a very, very nice long conversation about the update we've talked about for the past weeks. You guys have been amazing. I do appreciate you guys tuning in to, you know, chit chat with me for a bit. I did forget to say this when more people were here. I totally forgot to say this, but for the lucky few of you guys, you know, my boy Slitten obviously is there, and everyone else. I want to thank you all for coming. I will not be streaming next Sunday only because, you know, I spent time with the family and the wife here and there. But to make up for that, right, I will be streaming this Friday instead. So no stream this coming Sunday. But the following, so the following Sunday, I will go back to my usual streaming schedule. So this Friday, I will be streaming Lost Relics like usual, but only for this one weekend because I have to do something that's next Sunday. I'll probably say it in the video as well. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Mention no stream next Sunday, but this Friday. This way, you know, I can do that, so this way we won't have this issue in the future. But other than that, guys, you've all been amazing, and you know how it's gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and that you guys all been amazing. And never forget to follow your arrow. Take care.